For Mitch Steinmitz's Chi-High Cardinals, the season started with promise, reeling off 3 wins in a row, 2 over Wisconsin Rapids and 1 over Holman, before also getting a tie against that squad. However, then the Cards lost 3 in a row, 2 to River Falls and 1 to Hudson, before winning a high-scoring affair 9-8 and then completing a sweep over Superior by scores of 5-0 and 10-3 in games heard on WOGO Sports. And this one, a solid shot over the head of the shortstop for a base hit into left center, and the Cards with runners at first and second. So good stroke that by Erickson that time.
Yep, nice piece of hitting. Just drive the ball the other way.
All right, so 0-2 again to Logslet. And this one to right center field, and it's slicing in there for a base hit. And it's going to go well into the gap, and rounding third and scoring in the Cardinals, Ian Denning ties it at 1. The Cards then kept their winning ways going with a sweep over Rice Lake and a split with Stevens Point. A sweep over Eau Claire North, 15-0 and 4-3 in a game heard on WOGO. And Smith now, this one high there. It could be 3 pitches, 3 outs. Foul ball, and the Cards make the catch.
Gosh.
Landon Atkinson, 3 pitches, 3 outs.
So do you bunt here?
He's going to try to bunt, and he lays it down the first base line. Very nice. It's in the base path. The throw over to first. It gets the runner off the base. They're saying safe.
Nice
runner
bunt.
going to third
This could
base,
be the
diving,
game.
and he's there.
Great play
Runners
by
at the
third
corners.
baseman.
Outstanding play for the Cards. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bases loaded. 3-3 game. The pitch from Gust. And this one up the middle, off his glove.
Gonna be
He's
tight.
going to have to go home. He'll throw and save, and the
why
game is
wasn't he
over.
on
The
the bag?
Cardinals win. Boy, Veer able to race in and get the game winner. The Cardinals win it 4-3. The Cards then went on to sweep their opponent today, Marshfield, 6-4 and 12-2 on Saturday, May 10th. Then split with Menominee and also defeated Wausau West before dropping a close one to Toma, 12-11, and splitting at New Richmond, and finally losing both of their games to Eau Claire Memorial. Today, though, it's a new season. The 4th-seeded Chi-High Cards at 16-9-1 against 10-16 Marshfield. It's the Division I Boys Baseball Regional Semifinal. The winner faces Menominee tomorrow, and we've got it for you next on WOGO Sports.
Chi-High Baseball is on the air.
WOGO, your sports station.
Coverage of the Cards is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Stelter Incorporated, Quality Propane and Fuels, the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Wynn Family Dentistry of Chippewa Falls, and Grace Home Respiratory. And now, with the Cardinal Countdown pregame show, it's the voice of the Cards, Mark Halverson.
WOGO, your sports station.
And good afternoon and welcome to Gannon Family Field here at Casper Park. Mark Halverson and Jason Bob, our video producer Sam Aberley, and Maddie Aberley back at our WOGO studio as our radio producer. As it's Chippewa Falls, it's 16-9-1 against 10-16 Marshfield. And Jason, the Cards may have swept Marshfield earlier in the season, 6-4 and 12-2 here, but it's a new season.
It is. The playoffs are always a brand new season. There's a different feel whenever the playoffs start, and you can't go back to what you did in the regular season and expect the same thing to happen.
So the Cards draw a 4 seed, finishing tied for 4th in the Big Rivers Conference, a 4-way tie. Ended the season, though, on kind of a sour note. Some tough losses to Memorial, 6-5 there, and 3-2 here.
Yeah, both of those games they could have won, honestly. It's you never want to go into the playoffs with a couple of losses, but a ball goes one way or another in both of those games, and they win 2. So I'm not overly concerned about those 2 losses. I think overall they're a better team than Memorial was.
Meanwhile, looking at Marshfield, their most recent path here with 10-16, 4-8 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, tied for 5th with Wausau West in the conference. And Wausau West, a team they got swept by late in the season, and then they closed out their year beating Wausau East 4-2 and 6-2, but a new season and a pitcher's duel. And here's the thing, they may have faced each other, but neither team faced the pitcher that they're going to face today. The Cardinals throwing Sam Bassina, the talented sophomore, and Marshfield going with Owen Griesbach, the senior. So first time for both squads.
Yeah, honestly, I know absolutely nothing about Marshfield. I didn't do my homework today. Usually I know a little bit about him, but I don't. But the challenge that Sam will have today is being a sophomore and starting his first playoff game. He's going to be excited, so he's just got to make sure not to overthrow and not try and do too much.
Good observation there. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, I got to just say, when I saw Sam earlier and say, "You pitching today?" He got a big smile. He said, "Yeah." So he is excited. No question about it.
He's a high energy kid.
He loves the game and he loves the opportunity to pitch. 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from John Southworth, the head coach of Marshfield. Later, Mitch Steinmetz of the Cards. It's Cardinal Countdown. It's WOGO Sports. It's Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
Soak up sun, sand, and smart saving with a certificate at Royal Credit Union. Royal's 4.40% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate has guaranteed returns at maturity and no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/savesmart. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 5/27/25. Insured by NCUA.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local, employee-owned, factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts. Kurth Heating and Cooling.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High baseball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Cardinal Countdown on this beautiful sunny Wednesday, Division I regional semifinal from Gannon Field, Casper Park. Coach John Southworth, the head coach of the Marshfield Tigers, joins us now. Great day for this regional game.
Yeah, it's beautiful out. One of the few we get here in the spring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your club comes in here 10-16 overall. You did face Chippewa during the season. They took them both from you, but it's a new season, right?
You bet. Win or go home. Yeah, it's they're a really good club. Should be a good game.
Looks like you're facing the sophomore Brasina. He's had a really good year. Did you face him the first time?
We did not. We played on a Saturday, and I think each of us had conference games during the week, so I don't think either number one pitcher's through that game. So
He's had a pretty successful year, though.
Oh, yeah. I looked at the stats. He's pretty impressive for a sophomore, that's for sure.
How about the pitcher you're going with?
Yeah, Owen Griesbach's gonna throw for us. He's a senior, real good athlete, tore his ACL, and football season's already back playing again, so we'll see what happens.
Anything strike you from that doubleheader you had with Chippewa earlier in the year?
Yeah, really well-coached team. Looks like they got a lot of seniors. They're real good team. Chippewa's always got a real good program, so great day to play baseball. We'll just have to see what happens.
And finally, in terms of your club, what's the key for you guys to pull off the W and face Menominee?
Yeah, it's no different than any other game. We got to throw strikes, and put the ball in play at the plate. We can do that. We'll be in the game for the whole 7 innings.
Very good, Coach. We wish you the best today, and thanks.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, that's John Southworth, the head coach of the Marshfield Tigers. We'll hear from Cardinal head coach Mitch Steinmetz when we continue on 2 minutes from now on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips. Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut. They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Cardinal Countdown on WOGO Sports and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel as it's Division I Regional Semifinal Baseball. The Cardinals of Chi-High and Marshfield, and we've got head coach Mitch Steinmetz with us, and great day for the game.
Oh, it's awesome. Get rid of that rain from yesterday, and today it's just beautiful today, so it's baseball weather.
Yeah. Now, Menominee sitting, waiting. They went extra innings, right? Beat Wausau. They're waiting for you. But here you are. How do you feel about, the hope is play today and tomorrow?
Absolutely. This time of year, you take it one game at a time. That's the old cliche, but you have to. You have to. So we have to win this one to play tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So our focus is today.
And so you're going with your sophomore right-hander who, in fact, Marshfield did not see in that doubleheader sweep you had against them.
Right, and kind of the same with us. We haven't seen their number one either. So Griesbach, So we haven't seen him either. So it should be a pretty good showdown.
Right, absolutely. What about your club? 16-9-1 on the season. Disappointment to lose both of those one-run games to Memorial end of the year, but overall pretty successful campaign.
Yes, we were pleasantly surprised this year on the kids on how they came out and really put the work in and improved from week to week, and that's all we asked for them from them this year. So,
and then the key to advancing to tomorrow.
Throw strikes, score more than them, and let's not have any errors.
Pretty similar to what we heard from the at Southworth, except the errors part at the end. All right, Coach, we wish you the best. Hope to talk to you afterwards.
All right, thank you.
All right, good luck to head coach Mitch Steinmetz and the Cards. Back with more in 2 minutes on WOGO Sports.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Since 1951, Bowl & Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl & Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl & Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Choice & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin knows that success starts with having a well-trained team. So we want to encourage the local high school teams to keep playing their best. The Chippewa Valley is a wonderful place to live and grow. Squeegee Squad, here for all your residential and commercial window cleaning, gutter cleaning, house and roof washing, and pressure washing needs. Squeegee Squad, we take pride in our work and local high school athletes. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work and determination.
Mark Halverson, Jason Bob back at Gannon Field in Casper Park. It's Chi High, 16-9-1 against 10-16 Marshfield. It's a new season. Cards may have swept in the regular season May 10th here, but throw that and the records away. It's one game. The winner advances. The loser, their season is done. When you're faced with the challenge of how you respond determines the real winners, Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started way back in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than just team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. All right, so the postseason, you talked some about it, Jason, with Sam Brasina in terms of a sophomore first postseason start. I was thinking of Brett Favre, the playoffs against Dallas early in his career, threw the ball like into the stands. So what about that that tournament sense of the one and done? It's not just a regular season game.
It is. It's a little added pressure, especially with the number of seniors that Chi High throws out there almost every single game. So when you have an underclassman on the mound, you know those seniors are really going to work hard for him because they want to play tomorrow. There is no next year for them. So I think Sam. I think the biggest key for Chippewa today will be the first two innings. If Sam can be effective the first couple of innings and put some pressure on Marshfield, I think they'll be okay.
Talking about those seniors, 9 of them for Chippewa Falls: Cole Perlberg, Isaiah Hendricks, Jackson Martin, Brecken Boivier, Braden Hegman, Dominic Hayes, Jared Erickson, Lucas Logsled, and Ian Denning. That's a lot of seniors. There's 5 for Marshfield.
Yeah, that's a ton of seniors. This is a class that I've, teaching at the high school, I've had all those kids in class, and they've always been a baseball class, so I've watched them the last few years, and they played with Easton last year. A lot of them were on varsity, and really good kids overall. And they've been pretty successful in their careers at Chi High in terms of baseball.
Right now, we've got the coaches and the umpires, even the trainer, are gathered around home plate, so we're getting closer to the first pitch. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roads. Whether you're an athlete or spectator, control your drive on the roads to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed, don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin together, we can save lives. And you should also know that there are over 20 studies that support the benefits of low-fat chocolate milk as a recovery beverage. Low-fat chocolate milk contains the right 3-to-1 mix of carbs and protein, scientifically shown to help refuel and restore muscles. Pro athletes have been relying on chocolate milk for years because they've seen the benefits in their own performance and recommend drinking milk to others. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com, brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, a great way to celebrate June Dairy Month. All right, we'll take another short time out, 2-minute break, and when we come back, closer to the introduction of the players for both squads and getting close to that first pitch, Division I Regional Semifinal Baseball, coming next on WOGO Sports.
It's time for change. Experience better banking and put your financial goals in motion with Royal Credit Union. It's time to get more from your checking account, upgrade your vehicle, or finally build your dream home. Royal offers the financial solutions you need and the advice you can trust. Better banking is one change away. It's time to switch to Royal Credit Union. Get started at rcu.org/time. Insured by NCUA. Loans subject to credit approval. Equal housing opportunity.
Location, it's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local, employee-owned, factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts. Kurth Heating and Cooling.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High baseball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
All right, let's listen to public address announcer Jared Johnston as he gets ready to introduce the players for both teams, starting with Marshfield.
And now let's meet our starting lineup. First, for the visiting Marshfield Tigers. Leading off, playing short, number 3, Jacob Sadowska. Batting second, third baseman, number 8, Chase Robinson. Batting third, the pitcher, number 22, Owen Griesbach. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 7, Mason Anderson. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 25, Tyler Kuhn. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 13, Dayton Booger. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 20, Tyler Kramer. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 9, Bryce Shoddy. And batting ninth, first baseman, number 10, Caleb Schaefer. And in left field, number 12, Easton Ledden. The Tigers are coached by John Southworth, Josh Metz, Max Opelt, Preston Wagner, and Sam Baumgartner. And now, the starting lineup for your Chippewa Falls Cardinals. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 5, Brady Smith. Batting second, the catcher, number 2, Landon Atkinson. Batting third, second baseman, number 14, Lucas Lockslad. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 9, Brecken Boyver. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 1, Cole Perlberg. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 10, Braden Hackman. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 4, Gavin Thompson. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 8, Jackson Martin. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 12, Jared Erickson. And on the mound today for your Cardinals, number 18, Sam Brazina. Your Cardinals are coached by Mitch Steinmetz, Griffin Spindler, Mitch Howard, Jordan Steinmetz, Ryan Krummenauer, and Brandon Newton. Your officials for today's game: behind the plate, Charlie Millarang, and on the base pass, Bill Cook.
All right, we'll take a break when we come back. Ready for resetting the starting lineups on offense and defense, and get ready for their first pitch on WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls.
National.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated. Online at stelterincorporated.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Mark Halverson, Jason, Bob, and Sam Aberly, our video producer. Maddie Aberly is our radio producer today. Thanks so much to them. Thanks so much to all of our advertisers who make this broadcast possible. A favorite tournament memory for you, Jason?
One year I don't remember the year. I'm terrible with years.
Yeah.
But, we ended up playing in the sectionals, ended up losing to a really good Wisconsin Rapids team, but that was a year we were ranked 3rd or 4th in the state. And so, yeah, to me, when you look at the playoffs, you can have good wins, but if you don't make it to the state tournament, you kind of forget those things, and you remember, I just remember the games we were eliminated.
Those pains.
It's always those bad memories that you remember.
Yeah. It's time for the Toyson Ford keys to the game. You'll find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Jason, how about it? You heard what each coach said was key. They talked about strikes for starters, both of them.
Yeah, strikes is kind of the obvious one. To me, a big thing will be defense. New Richmond, who won the conference with Hudson, shared the conference title with Hudson, lost the other night to Superior, who was one of the lowest seeds, and lost because they made errors. So if you can play a clean game and throw strikes, you give yourself a chance.
There you go. That's the Toyson Ford keys to the game. You'll find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls.
Multitasking tonight?
Yeah, there's a great, in terms of just summing up that pain of losing, Roz Twyman, who's such a great player, leadoff hitter, second baseman of the Giants softball team. She had a great post on Facebook about the pain of that defeat, 2-1 in 8 innings at Everest, as we had it for you a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it is. It just never leaves you. And I know, even thinking back to my own career in high school, we won the conference and we won regionals, and I don't know who we beat in regionals. All I know is I gave up a 3-run home run in the sectional and we lost 4-3. So that's that's the memory that I have of high school baseball, is leaving the dugout.
That sting, yeah. And so for Marshfield, Jacob Sadowska leading things off, the junior shortstop, followed by Chase Robinson, the senior third baseman, and Owen Griesbach, the senior pitcher, as we're about ready to get underway. Thanks so much for joining us here on WOGO Sports and live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Lefty versus lefty to get things rolling. Pitch number 1 from Brasina. And there is a called strike 1, so 0-1. Brasina is underway. Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin here for all of your residential and commercial window cleaning, gutter cleaning, house and roof washing, and pressure washing needs. Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin. 0-1 pitch. And this one hit foul against the fence on the third base side, 0-2. I was telling even somebody that, Brasina likes to take his time, but between pitch number 1 and 2, he was moving right along there.
Yeah, he usually works fairly quickly. He's not super quick out of once he takes the sign. He does take a little bit to get the pitch home, but, yeah, he doesn't mess around too much.
Just a sophomore, 0-2 pitch. This one high, 1-2. Freeze Financial Group in Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group, the Division I regional semifinal winner faces Menominee. If it's Chai, it'll be here. If it's Menominee, they'll get to. If it's Marshfield, they get to host Marshfield tomorrow. Ooh, off-speed pitch and a curve, and it misses, and the count goes to 2-2. Curious what your home or land is worth, or are you looking to buy? Call Sissy Knops of MSK Realtors, mskrealtors.com. 2-2 the count now. Brasina, first tournament game for him. Lefty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. And this one grounded, second base side, and it goes by Logsled into right field. And the leadoff runner is aboard for the Tigers. That's going to be an E4.
Yep, that's the stuff we talked about not allowing to happen. And again, it's early.
Yep.
But you don't want to.
Third baseman number 8.
You don't want that to happen very often.
Chase Robinson now, the senior third baseman, 1 on, nobody out against Sam Brasina for the Cards.
See if they bunt here.
Yeah. The pitch and fouled off. So no indication of a bunt there from Robinson.
Nope, so that one, I don't know. I mean, you can look at that a lot of different ways. Usually leadoff guy gets on, second guy's going to bunt him over, but it could be Marshfield's thinking we're going to need to score more than 2 or 3 runs to win this game. If they saw Chai High's offense, they might, think they need to score a little bit more.
Cardinals sweeping him in a doubleheader a few weeks ago. And there's a ball for a called strike. Yeah.
Late call.
Sinker of sorts there, and the count goes to 0-2 after the swinging strike one.
Yeah, good sign. Sam's been up 0-2 on the first 2 hitters.
Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the first. The pitch. Smashed to shortstop, fielded there. Perlberg out at second, throw over to first is
there we go.
In time for the double play, and the Cardinals with 2 outs right there. We got our first highlight of the game as the 6-4-3 double play, and Logsled recovering from the error, receiving the toss from Perlberg and turning it to Boivier for the 6-4-3 double play that is grounded into by Robinson, and now they regret not bunting, and so now it is Owen Griesbach, the senior pitcher, had a torn ACL, and now what's the situation here?
Lucas is... Even last year, Lucas had some pretty significant shoulder problems. And between dislocations and just pain from that, he's battled. He's battled through the year this year to be able to play and playing with injuries, and it looks like it's that same.
Yeah.
Looks like it's the same shoulder. I feel terrible for him.
Yeah. So again, was involved in the first play, and then turning the 6-4-3 double play, Perlberg to Logsled to Boivier at first, and giving us a break in the action as he is tended to. Who would be the backup second baseman?
Looks like Brady Smith went out to second base.
Brady's been the designated hitter, at least initially.
So the DH would come out of the game if Brady goes into the game. But that's a play at... I watched Lucas throw the ball, and when you're turning 2 like that, your body is sideways. So you're throwing across your body, and he had to throw it hard. And that's something they've tried to avoid with him this year as much as possible. That's why he's playing second base. And, the adrenaline, you get going, you want to throw that ball as hard as you can to first. And
I see Ryan Dixon has gone out.
Dixon.
So Ryan Dixon, I think, at second. They're going to say, of course, Brady is, should they win today, I would presume Brady the pitcher tomorrow.
Correct.
And so Ryan Dixon in at second base for Logsled.
Yeah, it looks like either he dislocated his shoulder again or he pulled something. So the hard part is now you lose his bat. Defensively, you can probably get by with Ryan, and I don't know how good a hitter Ryan is, but I know Lucas is one of the best hitters on the team.
And through Game Changer, we do have some of that access today, and just Logsled, 384 hitter, so 466 on base and a 932 OPS.
Yeah, that's
whereas Dixon, an 083, 353, and 520. So nowhere near as many at bats. 12 at bats versus 73. But again, you've got Dixon a sophomore, Logsled a senior. So
I just feel terrible for Lucas.
And he's coming off kind of holding that,
Now
that
playing second
arm,
for the
holding
Cards, number 16,
his
Ryan
right arm
Dixon.
out. So a couple of tough breaks here for the Cards, but it's been quite an eventful
And batting
top half of the
for the
first
Tigers,
inning
the
with
pitcher,
the
number
error,
22,
then the double play, and now the injury.
Yeah, they turned. Yeah, it was a great double play. Great job of Sam of getting a ground ball right to Cole for 6-4-3.
And so now from the right side, Owen Griesbach, again, hurt torn ACL in football. He's back here for baseball. Facing the left-handed Brasina. Top half of the first inning, 2 out now. Nobody on. The pitch from Brasina. And that one misses outside, 1-0 to the right-handed hitter. In education-based sports, sportsmanship matters. It goes beyond the X's and O's. It's the difference mutual respect makes. It's what character looks like. It's what defines us here in Wisconsin. More in a moment. The 1-0 pitch. And a ball, 2-0. In high school sports, winning is exhilarating, but just as important as how the game is played and how we express our positive support. Let's embrace the ideals of sportsmanship in our communities and at high school events. A message from WOGO and the WIA, keeping the education in sports. The 2-0 pitch. And there's a called strike one, 2-1 to the looking Owen Griesbach, the senior and number 3 hitter and pitcher for Marshfield. So 2-1 now. Brasina looking in to Atkinson. Dixon at second base, and for Logslett the pitch. Fastball and a called strike 2. 2-2 now.
Sam's done a really nice job of staying on the corners. I haven't seen maybe one pitch that I've seen that's been over the middle of the plate. Everything else has been on the edge.
The 2-2 pitch. Brasina to the right-hander. Griesbach. The pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated, always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Cards already turning a double play. Clear the bases. The pitch from Brasina. Ball low, 3-2 now.
It's a good spot. Sam's shaking his head a little bit, frustrated. He wanted to throw that for a strike, but that's a really good chase pitch right there. He just he was able to hold.
Now can he throw the strike here on the 3-2? Bases empty. Mason Anderson, the junior catcher, on deck. Top half of the first. Off-speed pitch called 3. Called strike 3. And so Brasina gets out of the inning. And the Cardinals coming up in the bottom half of the first. It's Shy High waiting there at bats as Marshfield doesn't score on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips. Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut. They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Mark Halverson, Jason Bob, back at Gannon Field, Casper Park, as the Cars get ready to face Owen Griesbach and the Marshfield Tigers. And here's the order for Mitch Steinmetz: Brady Smith, the junior DH, followed by Landon Atkinson, the junior catcher. Lucas Logslett being replaced by Ryan Dixon. Lucas going out with an aggravated shoulder injury, so Dixon, the sophomore, in his stead, and again losing Lucas's bat, a blow there. Brecken Boivier, the senior cleanup hitter in the 4 spot at first base. Cole Perberg, the senior shortstop. Brandon Hagman, senior left fielder. Gavin Thompson, the junior right fielder. Jackson Martin in center. And Jared Erickson rounding out the batting order for the Cards, the senior center fielder. A lot of seniors, but one of them sidelined by an injury, so a tough blow for the Cards.
Yeah, it's too bad. You never want to see a player have to sit out because of an injury, but especially in the playoffs of your senior year, that's heartbreaking for Lucas. I know he lives and breathes baseball, and yeah, I feel bad for him. But here's the deal: you win today, and maybe he comes back tomorrow. And if he can, you win both.
Right, there you go.
Hitter number 5, Brady Smith.
Brady Smith to lead things off for the Cardinals, and Brady has a .321 hitter, a .458 on-base percentage, .815 OPS. Gets the right-hander Griesbach, and again, don't know a lot. He's a senior, bounced back from a torn ACL, as we told you about. The pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like I was watching him warm up. It looks like he, like a lot of pitchers today, he has fastball, curveball, slider.
Mm-hmm.
Location, he wasn't locating super well, so.
And he fires another one, called strike 1-1 to Smith.
Holy cow. That looked a little out.
Hmm.
And low.
Brady, one of the better hitters for the Cards at .321. Also talented pitcher, serving as the DH today. That's a ball high. 2-1.
Yeah, that's a significant speed difference between his fastball and curveball, so they're going to have to adjust to that.
Smith now ahead in the count, 2-1, the leadoff hitter for the Cards. And this one slugged out to center field.
That's
going to get in there for a base hit and be tracked down and rounding first, and Smith is aboard. So Brady with the leadoff single. And it brings up Landon Atkinson. And Atkinson, a .314 hitter as well, with a .493 on-base percentage at .826 OPS. Put together the on-base and the slugging. Hitting from the right side. And firing right in there, and that time missing with ball 1-0. Not much windup for Mr. Griesbach.
No, that's going to be tough to steal on him if that's his move home. You're going to have to get a really good jump.
I mean, basically, he kind of pitches that way even if somebody's not on base. So.
Yeah.
And the next one, and right to it, and that way, it was in the dirt, 2-0.
Yeah, that is a slide step. Usually you have two moves to home. You lift your leg on one, or you just go straight home and your leg just goes forward, and it looks like he's just going with a slide step, so straight home.
2-0 to Atkinson now. Cardinals with a runner on, nobody out. There's a called strike one, 2-1.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right at the knees.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. Two and one to the Cardinal catcher, hitting in the two spot. Atkinson now he'll square to bunt, and he'll lay it down third base side, fielded over there by the pitcher. Throw over to first for the out, and advancing Smith to second.
Really good bunt. I thought Griesbach had a chance at second base, but he didn't even look at it. He got it off one hop, and nobody really told him to go to two, but I think they could have gotten Brady by 5 feet.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, kind of a hopper there. He kind of pulled the bunt out into the count a little bit after no indication earlier.
Yeah.
But the successful sacrifice, and the Cardinals with the runner in scoring position now. And now this is where Ryan Dixon. Now Dixon would not be the number 3 hitter if you set the lineup, but injury dictating this year.
Yeah, and I don't know. Again, you have the stats, I don't, but I would guess Lucas is probably top 2 or top 3 RBI guys on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the exact position you'd want him in.
Obviously, and that ball, strike one, 0-1 to Dixon. And
yeah, he's calling a lot of low strikes today. So Sam's got to watch, when you're sitting in the dugout between innings, you got to recognize that. Keep the ball down, and you're going to get that call.
22 RBIs. Yeah, he is the RBI. Logsled is the RBI leader. You're right, yeah. And there is a ball 1-1 to Dixon there. In fact, with Lucas with the 22 RBIs and missing those here for Chippewa Falls. And now just trying to make do without that. And 20 RBIs for Boisvert. And this one, check swing, foul, and the count goes to 1-2. But obviously, as a sophomore, I mean, Dixon's not going to have that experience. Far fewer games he has played, and yet called upon to step in and
He'll be. I mean, he's pitched in some big games. I don't know how much he's played in the field this year or how many.
This says 8 games played. So
8 games played. So so not a ton. He's probably got a handful of at bats, but.
Yep. And there's a ball misses inside 2-2 to a looking Ryan Dixon with. Speaking of Brecken Boisvert, he's on deck here for the Cardinals. Well, you never know, game to game. We've done a ton of regular season games and into the postseason, and yet first inning and turning a successful 6-4-3 double play, but I'm sure pouring himself into it and not thinking about it. There's the ball upstairs, misses 3-2 now, so Dixon one pitch away from working himself a walk here.
Yeah, put it in play or get a walk.
083 hitter with a 353 on-base percentage and a 520 OPS. Count now 3-2 from Griesbach. The pitch. And Dixon will hit it to third. Glove there, holding the runner. The toss to first, and it stretches the runner off the bag, and he's safe. Yes, he beat it out. And the runner staying, advancing to third for the Cardinals. So now runners at first and third.
So that's why I said before, get a walk or put it in play. You got to avoid strikeouts, especially when you don't have a ton of experience at the plate. You just want to put it in play, and you hit it to third base, and the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. And so he's aboard, and so runners at the corners here for the Cardinals, bringing up Boisvert for Chippewa Falls, a 329 hitter. Lefty versus righty here. And he'll square to bunt down the third baseline, and they're going to let it go, and it's going to go foul eventually. The runner was not going, so it was not a suicide squeeze in that regard, but it would have loaded the bases had Boisvert reached, and he likely would have had it stayed fair there because the third baseman, Chase Robinson, was letting it go.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously wasn't maybe it was a safety squeeze, or he was just bunting for a hit, but Brady was not moving.
No, he wasn't.
No, it wasn't a suicide squeeze. But Dixon was running on that pitch, so it's weird that Brecken would have bunted that.
All right, so the count 0-1 now. Griesbach readies to Boisvert.
He's going again.
Cleanup hitter here. There's a ball, and he's going to throw it out to second base, and
Got
he's
him.
sliding, and they safe. Dixon able to beat it, and the runner stayed at third for the Cardinals, Smith, and now second and third with the stolen base. And again, an effort there by Mason Anderson. Again, Boisvert batting cleanup, and if your home or business needs a cleanup from fire, smoke, or water damage or mold remediation, call the experts at Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Service Master, trust comes in the yellow truck. So second and third now, the count of 1-1 to the left-handed hitting Boisvert with only one out for the Cards. The pitch. And fouled off, and the count goes to 1-2.
Really good swing, just got under it a little bit.
Winner meets Menominee tomorrow, a 10-inning winner over Wausau West. Chahai alum Zach Slowiak was a part of the baseball program, the head coach over there.
Yeah, I coached Zach when he was in high school. Heck of a player and a super high baseball IQ.
The 1-2. And this one high in the air and going to go back over the press box, and it stays 1-2. His mom, Tammy, has done games with us in the past. Even some baseball. Her and I were in Marshfield for what was supposed to be a doubleheader last year in the regular season. They got rained out early despite the artificial turf.
Yeah, I was sitting in the parking lot.
So that was a frustrating day.
Yeah, tell me about
it. The 1-2 pitch fouled off again. But anyhow, we won't ask her allegiances for should there be a Chahai Menominee game.
Yeah, well,
you can guess them.
I can guess. Yeah. If my kid was coaching, I think that'd be pretty easy.
By the way, Brewers 9-1 winners today. 3 homers with guys on base, and also congratulations to DW Whitewater. They win the D3 title in baseball. Yeah.
That's where Cole Perlberg's going next.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's a special program they got down there. They're
go to a national champ.
Yeah, they go to the national championship, it seems, every year. Yeah, they're really, really good.
1 ball and 2 strikes now. So Griesbach trying to figure out Boisvert to get him into an out here. So taking our time. We're going to get the pitch clock that Jason's in favor of. Here we go.
Yeah.
There's an off-speed pitch in the dirt. It gets away. It's going to allow the runner to score, and the Cardinals lead this game 1-0. So it was a ball in the dirt that time, and it got away from the catcher, Anderson, and it allowed the runners to advance. Brady Smith getting in for the Cards, and Dixon to third with just 1 out for Chippewa.
Yeah, sometimes when you see a pitcher take that long to decide on what he wants to throw, it can mean I don't know what to throw and I don't trust anything, and that was kind of a throw it up there curveball.
Here's the pitch, and this is a check swing to third. Glove there, throw over to first. Is going to be in time, and another run scored. The Cards lead 2-0. And scoring that time, Ryan Dixon, motoring his way in from third. On the infield, just 5-3 on the out for Boivier, but the RBI in the process. The Cards up 2-0, and it brings up Cole Perlberg, that UW Whitewater bound shortstop, hitting in the 5 spot.
Yeah, now you got to start it over. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here's where you hit a double and get it going again.
And Perlberg looks at the first pitch from Griesbach, ball 1-0. Cole is a .286 hitter, .519 on base percentage, and an OPS of .948, slugging .429. The 1-0 pitch, and this one in the dirt gets by the catcher, but again, nobody on base, so no worries there.
Everybody clap your hands.
So I believe the count 2-0 here.
That might have been I think it was a foul ball.
Okay. Yeah, 1-1. All right. 1-1 to Perlberg. The pitch from Griesbach. And there's the curveball upstairs, misses 2-1.
Yeah, he's not giving him the high strike. Everything low there, both sides are getting, but that high strike he's not calling it, which is fine. If you're a hitter, you just got to know what the strike zone's going to be.
2-1 to Perlberg with 2 out, 2 in. There's a ball low. 3-1. 3-1 to Cole Perlberg, the Cardinals shortstop. Chippewa jumping on Marshfield. Despite Logslett, Dixon was able to get on base and score. And take your base. So Cole Perlberg is aboard with the walk with 2 out, and it brings up Braden Hagman, the senior left fielder for the Cards. Now, it seemed like early in the season, did Hagman play some third base?
He did. Yeah, Braden can kind of, he's infield, outfield. He can kind of move all over the place.
But here in the postseason, go with Jackson Martin at third and Braden in the left.
Yeah, Jackson's been hitting the ball really, really well. So you got to find a spot for him.
Yeah.
And Braden's a very capable outfielder. He's been playing outfield for a few years, but he can play infield.
Yeah, 167 hitter, 359 on base percentage, and a 568 OPS as he looks at ball 1-0. When you need a plumbing repair or building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Trusted since 1951. Bowl & Prue Plumbing. The pitch in the dirt, and then the throw over to first base and the runner back from Mason Anderson to Caleb Schaefer, the senior first baseman for Marshfield.
Yeah, this is a chance where if Cole gets a chance to go, if he gets a runner's count here, I could see him taking off. You want to get another runner in scoring position.
They did steal a base off Griesbach earlier, like you said, with not much motion, and it's tough. And there's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by second. They got the force out at second base, score at 4-3, and so Hagman retired on the fielder's choice. But the Cardinals scored 2 after 1 from Gannon Field at Casper Park. It's Chai 2, Marshfield nothing in this Division I regional semifinal on WOGO Sports.
Since 1951, Bowl & Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl & Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl & Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
Chai Baseball. Don't forget tomorrow, it's the Lady Max, 4:35 for the right to go to state. Caleb Swenson and company with the call here on WOGO Sports and live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. And that could be, we'll wait and see. Should Chai win, it'll all work itself out, but we'll have coverage of that game for sure on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. All right, so also, What does that do for a pitcher like
Leading
this?
off the second.
The Sam Brasina, sophomore left-hander, going out there, and hey, his guy just scored 2 runs for him.
Yeah, it gives Sam a ton of confidence knowing that they're probably going to score more than 2 runs on the day. So, yeah, as a pitcher, this is kind of the shutdown inning you want, and then you want to get back in the dugout and score some more.
All right, Brasina to the leadoff hitter. Mason Anderson, check swing foul. How did Griesbach make out to close that last inning? Do you have it in your notes?
It was a ground ball to second base.
Okay.
4-6.
Yeah.
Flipped short.
So Ryan Dixon got himself involved in that one. Okay, so Mason Anderson now. The catcher looking at a called strike. And so the count now 0-2 to Anderson with Tyler Coombe on deck, the junior right fielder, and Dayton Bugar, the junior center fielder, to follow. 0-2 the count to Anderson. He looks at the pitch and a called strike 3, and there you go, another K for the young sophomore Brasina.
Yeah, that's like in that situation when you get up 0-2. The first 2 times he was up 0-2, he threw 3-4 extra pitches to each batter. Until they prove they can hit you, just go at them. Throw it right. That was a fastball down the middle, and the guy didn't even think about swinging.
So 1 out now, and Tyler Coombe, the right fielder, looks at the ball outside in the dirt. 1-0 from Brasina.
Should have went for the immaculate inning. Yeah. With that curveball.
We used that in our highlight here leading into the game. The 3 pitches, 3 outs.
Pitch.
That was crazy. 1-0 now. Brasina to the left-handed hitting Coombe. And a check swing, and he came around 1-1. If you have a need for anything glass, I'm talking a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders. Call White City Glass. I was talking with somebody in the auto glass biz today, and he was like, we have just been swamped since the hailstorm. It continues.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Home roofs and auto glass. So, and there's another called strike to a looking Tyler Coombe, the junior right fielder, and it's now 1-2. So Brasina, again, all season he's had a no-hitter. He's, again, showed great control and a lot of poise for a sophomore. The 1-2 pitch in time is called.
Not a bad idea if you're forget Kuhn. Yeah, to try and slow the process down here a little bit.
And the 1-2 pitch to Kuhn. He'll ground it to short. Perlberg's on it. Throw over to first is going to be in time for the out to Boivier for out number 2. So 2 are out, and Dayton Bugar, the junior center fielder now from Marshfield, trailing the Cards 2-0 here on WOGO Sports. A live video stream on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Sam Aberly setting up all the cameras beforehand, manning all the controls, everything that goes into the, which is more and more all the time into the video portion of the broadcast. Thanks for all the great feedback everybody's given us on our softball and baseball coverage. And there's a ball missing from Brasina, 1-0. And Matty,
I was talking to Sam after that one of the last games we did, and I can't be more impressed, or I couldn't be more impressed with the video feeds. I watch a lot of online baseball, and this is one of the best I've seen.
There's a ball high. 2-0. Yeah, it's been great to hear the feedback. Talking to Jared Faraday before the Chahai game the other day at DC Everest, and said similar. He's like just hearing, the coaches hearing lots of great feedback.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
2-0 pitch, and foul off, and he'll stay alive. 2-1. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. When you need propane for your home or business, Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. Check swing and a pitch upstairs. 2-2. I can say that clearer. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. There, they got their money's worth there the second time. 2-2 now to the Dayton Bugar, the right-handed hitting center fielder. It's trying to get something going from Marshfield with 2 outs, down 2-0 to the Cards, top of the second to this Division I regional semifinal baseball game.
Throw that same pitch. Fastball up and away.
Says the former pitcher and coach.
No.
And a called strike 3, and the Cards get out of it. Second strikeout for Brasina. In the middle of 2, Chai 2, and Marshfield nothing on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin knows that success starts with having a well-trained team. So we want to encourage the local high school teams to keep playing their best. The Chippewa Valley is a wonderful place to live and grow. Squeegee Squad. Here for all your residential and commercial window cleaning, gutter cleaning, house and roof washing, and pressure washing needs. Squeegee Squad. We take pride in our work and local high school athletes. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work and determination.
Soak up sun, sand, and smart saving with a certificate at Royal Credit Union. Royal's 4.40% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate has guaranteed returns at maturity and no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/savesmart. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 5/27/25. Insured by NCUA.
To the bottom of 2 we go. Gavin Thompson, Jackson Martin, and Jared Erickson for Mitch Steinmetz's Cards, leading 2-0 despite losing one of their best hitters, their leading RBI guy, senior Lucas Logslet. At least for today, though. And again, we don't want to play doctor, but again, he turned a 6-4-3 double play, kind of re-aggravated a shoulder injury, seemingly. But, again, we could just hope he gets the attention he needs.
Right fielder, number 4.
Yeah, it's an injury that he's had before, so hopefully they can, I don't know, they figured out how to treat it or what he can do to try and come back. At least hit tomorrow, whether he can play in the field or not.
Yeah. There you go. There's a called strike. Well, for instance, your DH today, Brady Smith, he's going to be pitching, and so he'll have a field position. But potentially to have Lucas as a DH would be huge tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You don't want to lose that bat.
Yeah. And there's another called strike. The count goes to 0-2 to left-handed hitting Gavin Thompson, the junior, hitting .407 with a .514 on-base percentage and 959 OPS.
Yeah, Gavin's had a really nice year. He's on base a ton. He's hit the ball hard.
407 is
times.
Impressive. 54 at bats too.
Yep.
So he's going to be you're going to lose those 9 seniors. Gavin's one of those guys stepping up next year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I just finished with having Gavin in class. Great student, and
he could be a leadoff hitter, don't you think?
100%.
Yeah. Left-hander. People love the left-handed leadoff hitter. This one he'll smack to left field and foul.
He's looking at a few different schools. So he wants to play at the next level, and if he hits like that, he will.
So 0-2 to Gavin. Mark Halverson, Jason Bob with the call here on WOGO Sports. Looking forward to the Max tomorrow, the Lady Max. One more win from state. They pulled off the upset over Stratford, went on the road, beat Colfax in a thrilling game. You can watch the video of on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel and the podcast on WOGO.com.
Yeah, they're playing really well.
Yeah. Right time to do it, right?
For sure. Yeah. Regular season doesn't matter at this point.
0-2 to Gavin. And hits one high in the infield, high in the air. Looks to be second base area, and the shortstop coming over. And he dropped it.
What is going on?
I don't understand it. It was over on the second base side, and the shortstop, Jacob Sadowska, came over, and he dropped it.
I was watching the second baseman the whole time. I'm like, I don't think he sees it. And then the shortstop came over to try and catch it. So I'm sure what happened was the shortstop called it early. It was a high fly ball, so he went to get it. And the second baseman didn't look thrilled with that because he didn't get out of his way.
Right. Well, I put it down as E6. I don't know, but
that's an error.
It hits your glove. It's a pop-up. So I'll tell you what, if there was the infield fly rule, it would have been an out. So
that was
but nobody was on base.
That's a home run in a silo. I don't know what Mitch just went and talked to the umpire, who's now talking to the pitcher about something.
Okay. It's some speculation is if he's bleeding or not, and Coach Steinmetz is, and now we've got Coach Southworth out of the Marshfield dugout. They're talking about a bandage. All right. So just trying to make some sense.
I think he has something on one of his fingers that he's using to throw the baseball, and I think Coach Steinmetz was just wondering what it was.
Okay. And Jackson Martin, a .231 hitter in 26 at-bats, .300 on-base percentage. And strike one to Martin as he'll return for the Cards, dressed in their black uniforms today with the white pants. And Marshfield also with the black, some orange numerals and lettering for them. Cardinals, the red, obviously, and the
hard to tell them apart.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. At different times, they're both wearing black, which is a terrific color.
Right.
To have in sports, I think. It just kind of conveys a toughness, a seriousness, a determination. 2-0 Chippewa Falls. We're in the bottom half of the second inning and a runner on, nobody out. So the Cards looking to get some more insurance. And just 0-1 here. So Griesbach taking his time. The pitch. And there's a curveball and called strike. 1-1. 0-2 now.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch. Oftentimes hitters, especially high school hitters, don't want to bunt it because it's a curveball, but usually it's easier because the ball's going down anyway. But, yeah, I think he kind of fooled Jackson on that one a little bit.
No balls and 2 strikes. 2-0 lead. Runner at first. The pitch. And fouled off, and he'll stay alive here. Jackson Martin, the Cardinals senior third baseman, who we told you been swinging a hot bat lately. .231 average, been raising that. 300 on base percentage and a .569 OPS.
If he could somehow go the other way here, there's a huge hole between
there
first
is a huge
and
right
second.
And a huge right center gap too. And there's the off-speed pitch called strike 3. So Martin is down. The first strikeout victim of the day for Griesbach, and it brings up Jared Erickson, the Cardinal senior center fielder.
Center fielder, number 12.
Yeah, I'm sure Jackson's frustrated with that. He had 2 chances to get the bunt down and get the runner over, and last thing you want to do there is take a strikeout.
Erickson, a .229 hitter for the Cards, 448 OBP and 698 OPS. The pitch, called strike, 0-1.
Both pitchers have done a really good job so far of keeping the ball down when they want to. There hasn't been a lot of elevated pitches. We haven't seen a ton of fly balls, a lot of balls on the infield.
And considering that he's calling low strikes, that's advantageous for both pitchers.
Yep, they're both doing a really nice job.
There's a called strike, too. So 0-2 now to Erickson in the 9 spot for the Cards. If he reaches Brady Smith, top of the order, who singled and scored his first time.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a runner in scoring position for Brady.
Yeah, for sure. And the count, though, 0-2 to Erickson here at the bottom of the order. Left-handed hitting center fielder for the Cards. And the runner off a little bit, and the ball flying right back into the fence. The count stays 0-2. Well, Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire is the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. Our own Caleb Swenson is slimmer and trimmer these days, lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, and he's kept it off for well over a year. Now, it's one thing to lose the weight, but can you keep it off? Livia helps you do just that. We'll tell you how you can save on Livia. And there's a check swing, and they appeal to the bases umpire, and they say he went around. So that is the second strikeout back-to-back, and it'll bring up Brady Smith with 2 out and the runner at first, Gavin Thompson.
Designated hitter number 5.
Let me tell you more about Livia here real quick. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports for 3 months free of your own personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. No kidding. Just mention WOGO Sports. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. Get a hold of Livia. Mention WOGO Sports. All right, Brady Smith now hitting from the right side here with 2 out, 1 on. And the off-speed pitch handled well by Mason Anderson. Misses 1-0. And so Smith, a .321 hitter. And an .815 OPS. You guys kind of marveling at that one or what?
Yeah, that was...
called a strike. I thought it was a ball. All right.
Yeah, that was the second curveball that was kind of low and away and in the dirt that he's called strike.
Yeah, that fooled me. And that one is low and away and in the dirt, and that one's going to pass for a ball. 1-1.
So this is where, like, when I was coaching, not that I always did things the right way, but you got the leadoff hitter up, you got a runner on first.
Yeah.
If you steal him and he gets thrown out, your leadoff hitter starts the next inning. If he makes it, now he's in scoring position.
Yeah. And there's a ball missing, 2-1. Persuasive case there.
Yeah, I don't know. It always seemed to me like a win-win situation. Obviously, you don't want a runner to get thrown out, but if he does, then
2-1 pitch and misses. 3-1 now. So Griesbach, who has not walked anybody today, is behind in the count. 3-1 to Smith, who singled and scored his first time. The 3-1 pitch called strike 2. 3-2.
I think he thought that was 3.
I think he did. He kind of gave it the.
He was really excited about that strike 2 call.
3 balls and 2. Well, I did a little umping in the early 90s. They teach you to sell your calls.
Oh, yeah, he sold that.
Yeah. It was more softball than baseball. 3-2 now. The pitch from Griesbach, and this is smack base hit to right field, and the runner's going to round second head.
Uh-oh.
No, he'll hold. And a good decision there, I think, by Gavin for sure.
Yep, that right fielder was playing pretty shallow, and he might have been in trouble at third base.
So runners at first and second for 2 outs, and it brings up Landon Atkinson, who sacrificed Smith to second last time up. So nice single by Brady. He's 2 for 2 today.
That kid, I tell you what, since he was, 9, 10 years old, his favorite spot in the ballpark when he's hitting is right center.
Uh-huh. It's a good place to hit it.
Oh, it's a great place to hit it. But I always told him when he was like 11 or 12, if you could pull the ball, you learn to pull the ball, you're going to be really scary. And he has. That's why he's such a good hitter. But he just lives on that in the right side of the field.
Atkinson goes in the hole 0-1. Cardinal 314 hitter, 826 OPS. And he'll step out. Again, Smith at first and Gavin Thompson at second for the Cardinals.
I don't know if this is a thing, but I think it's the 4th time Chai High stepped out of the box this inning. So sometimes they do that to disrupt and throw off timing a little bit. I know I used to hate it as a pitcher.
Griesbach unveils it, and it gets by the catcher, and it's going to allow the runners both to go into scoring position, second and third. Thompson rounds third, but he'll stay. So, again, now 2 runners in scoring position, and the Cards looking to really open this thing up here. Great potential for Atkinson in this at-bat with the count 1-1, 2 out, and 2 runners in scoring position. Removed any force out here. So they have to retire Atkinson, the play at first.
Mm-hmm.
Landon hitting from the right side. The pitch, ball high, 2-1.
Yeah, this went from an inning that looked like not much was going to happen to now you got a chance.
And now Griesbach has thrown 50 pitches, halfway to 100,
thrown a lot.
with only 2 out in the bottom of the second inning. That is a lot this early. I mean, obviously. The 2-1 pitch. And he misses, and it's 3-1 now. So 3-1, first base is open, and I guess you have Dixon, the sophomore, on deck in place of Logslet.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to pitch around Landon here.
The 3-1 pitch from Griesbach. Here it is in the dirt. Ball 4. And
the runner's
it's going to be
coming.
recovered, and there's the toss, and the runner is safe.
Oh,
what a play. What a play by Gavin Thompson.
Yeah,
as he scores, he was going. The ball popping forward from Mason Anderson, and now Anderson with the ball, and we've got the throw out to second, and it's over the head, and the runner is safe there. And so time had not been called. A crazy scenario there.
I think they're saying there was time somewhere. Somebody called time, but yeah, they're sending Landon back.
Okay, so they're going to send him back, but okay, well, that was lively because Gavin Thompson then coming down the third baseline.
For the Cards, number 19, Ian.
And ultimately, it was a walk, right? A walk with the ball popping free from Anderson, and then capitalizing on that, Thompson makes it 3-0.
Yeah, that's one of those plays when you're a coach and you see Gavin take off, you say no, and then you say, oh yeah, good job. But it's good that he scores, but he gets tagged out there and you're out of the inning with no runs.
And there's a ball getting away again from Anderson, and they're going to play it safe, and he's safe as well. And the Cardinals score another run. Scoring another run this time around is Brady Smith as the ball getting away from Anderson after the pitch from Griesbach, making the count 1-0 to Dixon, and the Cards lead 4-0.
Yeah, really good base running by Brady there. He anticipated that pass ball and got a really good jump, made a really good slide, and Yeah, both plays super close.
I want to talk to you about the previous play where you were kind of referencing it as if Gavin went when we get a moment here. But, all right, 1-0 now to Dixon. A lot of action. Cards lead 4-0. And there's a ball called strike, 1-1. But you talked about Thompson going. So to what degree is the player able to just make his own mind up there?
He has to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
You can't just listen for the coach there.
No.
Yeah.
This
one hit high in the air, foul territory, first base side, and it's going to be caught for the out by Caleb Schaefer. But the Cards score 2 more with 2 outs here in the second. They've scored 2 in each of the first 2 innings. Through 2 complete from Gannon Field and Casper. It's tie 4. Marshfield nothing on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoffs Baseball.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local employee-owned factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts, Kurth Heating and Cooling.
Well, quite a lively inning, and those crazy highlights will be part of our great clips, great plays of the game later. Shai leads at 4-0. As we go to the top of the third, Mark Halverson, Jason Bob, Sam Eberly, our talented video producer, and also Maddie Eberly, manning all the controls back at our WOGO studio as our radio producer today. Thanks so much to both of them. Tyler Kramer, Bryce Shoddy, and Caleb Schaefer. And here's the deal. While Sadowska reached on an error on Logsled to start the game, through 2 innings, Sam Racina has faced the minimum number of batters at 6.
Second baseman, number 20, Tyler Kramer.
Yep. As a pitcher, I don't talk about that stuff.
Right.
I believe in jinxes. So.
But he did.
He's gotten 6 guys in a row out.
Well, then you'll be glad to know that as the first pitch is a ball missing, 1-0. Just saying the minimum number of hitters. I didn't say anything
minimum
beyond,
number.
I didn't say anything
I
beyond
know.
that.
Yeah.
But the other day, Violet Macawam pitched as good as I've seen her. 5 innings. She was absolutely perfect through 5 innings. And I didn't say she was throwing a perfect game.
Sure. Good for you.
There's a ball high. 2-0. But I resisted it because the reporter in me likes to tell what it is, you know. But it was great. She was very dialed in. And
yeah,
Cardinals,
I heard she pitched well.
Quite a battle. And, again, from Shai's standpoint, wow, she's a sophomore. Shepard back as a catcher, so they've got their battery in place.
I heard so you saw the Everest pitcher?
3-0 now. 3-0, yeah.
She's
very good.
Yeah, that's
But I got to tell you what, I mean, Macawam was there with her.
Okay.
You know, Shai was ahead 1-0. And Tyler Kramer now. It's a called strike, 3-1. Kramer, the sophomore second baseman for Coach John Southworth's Marshfield Tigers. Yeah, Cluck, I think she had 11 strikeouts. Macawam was 8 or 9 or something.
Wow.
But game went 8 innings.
Yep.
Ball high. Take your base, and so Kramer is aboard. First free pass, I think, on the day from young Brasina, who does have the 2 strikeouts already.
Well, now we can say there's no perfect game.
Yeah.
He's not going to throw a perfect game.
Right. Well, that was already the error to start. Oh,
yeah, that's right.
So.
Yeah, I forgot that.
But it was at least the minimum number of hitters, which another double play could get us back on track.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Hitting from the left side, it's Shoddy. So you've got mentioning a perfect game, and then you've got there's a ball in the dirt, and but that's not a guarantee. It's not a strike. So, okay, it's 1-0. But you got not mentioning the perfect game, I guess, but then you got not mentioning a no-hitter as well.
Yeah.
So I won't mention
that, don't mention that. No. Yeah.
There's a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, it's unusual.
And there's a throw over to first base, and Atkinson holding the runner.
Sam was so good at getting in front of hitters the first 2 innings, and now he's gotten behind 3-0, and now it's 2-0.
Right.
Sometimes those long innings, and this is good on Landon's part.
Yeah, Atkins is going to go out and talk to him.
Yeah.
And we will tell you that Freeze Financial Group at Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group. All right, so Atkinson returns from the very short conference.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a reset.
Yep. Bryce Shoddy, the left-handed hitting junior DH for Marshfield, down 4-0 to the Cards. This one up the middle. There's the base hit. First one of the game for Marshfield. Runners at first and second, fielded there by Jackson Martin in center. Now,
See, right after you said
yeah,
no hitter.
Oh, come on.
Now it's over.
Yeah, right.
I'm blaming you.
Yeah.
First baseman number 10, Caleb Schaefer.
Broadcaster jinx is a real thing, right? This guy never misses free throws.
Yeah, right.
He does.
And number 10 is Caleb Schaefer hitting from the right side. After the single there a moment ago by Bryce Shoddy. And strike one, 0-1.
A little surprising here when you get 7-8 on that the 9-hitter's not bunting. Like, I think if you're Marshfield, you want to at least put a number on the board, and this would be a pretty good chance with the top of the lineup on deck.
0-1 now from Brasina. And that one pitch. A ball, 1-1. Well, to clear up things here, I thought I might have misspoke that center field is Erickson, Jared Erickson. I was Jared and Jackson kind of getting confused a little bit here.
Yep. No,
for the
Jared's
Cards.
Jared's in center.
And then Gavin Thompson, of course, in right. So, swing and a miss.
Pitch.
And so the count now at 1-2. So bouncing back, and I guess some good words maybe by Landon Atkinson on the visit, helping set him straight here.
Yeah, strikeout in this situation when you got runners on it just makes it so much easier to get out of the inning.
1-2 pitch in this one.
Go get it,
high
Landon.
pop-up foul territory. Is it going to be playable? Long run for Atkinson. Falls down right in front of the fence. And it hit his glove, but then he bounces right back up. So.
It's a tough play. He ran a long ways to get that.
And so he springs right up, demonstrating his youthfulness.
Yeah.
Us older people
I don't think I'm doing that.
Would want to take a rest after that. You ran and you fell. It's time for a break.
Yeah.
1-2 now to Schaefer in the 9 spot. The pitch. Misses outside, 2-2.
Yeah, if nothing else, Marshfield's making Sam throw a few more pitches this inning. He's been pretty efficient so far.
Yeah, he's up to 40 now. And their guy's up to 55 already, Griesbach. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch. Schaefer looks at a ball, 3-2. So the Cardinals lead at 4-0, but now Marshfield trying to threaten here with runners at first and second, nobody out, and a full count to the number 9 hitter, Caleb Schaefer. Schaefer, one of 5 seniors in this Marshfield squad. Brasina, the lefty, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. So another K, and it comes at a very crucial time, as you were saying, Jason Bob, and so now it brings up Jacob Sadowska, who reached on a error his first trip, and now Atkinson back out to talk to Brasina. And it gives me a chance to tell you, Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire is the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. Our own Caleb Swenson lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and has kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports for 3 months free of your own personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. All right, the left-handed hitting leadoff hitter, Jacob Sadowska now. Left-handed hitting shortstop. Throws righty, bats lefty. The pitch, this in the air. First ball hitting out there as Hagman, and coming in, he'll make the catch in left field, and the runners hold. So quickly, there's 2 out now for Marshfield. And it brings up the number 2 hitter, Chase Robinson, the senior third baseman. He's the one who hit into the 6-4-3 ground, the double play, and that's Logsled got hurt seemingly turning that double play.
Right.
trying to obviously just put a lot of mustard on it to get it there in time.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. He was getting down the line pretty quickly, so you got to get the ball to first base.
Brasina now, the left-handed sophomore against the right-handed hitting Robinson. Heaves the first one, misses 1-0. Well, since he'd been piling up pitches, it was nice to get Sadowski on the very first pitch.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, you want to, this may not seem like that big a deal if you give up a run, but Marshfield is on the verge of scoring a run, and if you can extinguish that right now and get out of this, that mentally it's tough on Marshfield.
There's a ball, misses low. 2-0. Well, and I think the Cards have scored 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings, and I don't know who, in terms of they're going to have to go to their bullpen at the rate that Griesbach has thrown 55 pitches.
Yep.
So Chai has the potential to shorten this game, which you don't mind. You play tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All sorts of reasons. We've seen the injury implications, potential. The ball fouled off. 2-1 now.
Yeah, once
pitches.
Once playoffs start, regular season, maybe you're up 9-0 or 10-1. You don't steal a base. In the playoffs, you're stealing the base. Like if you can make it a 5-inning game, you make it a 5-inning game.
And again, 2 runs in each of the 4 runs through 2 innings to the Cards. Great offensive start. The 2-1 pitch, and this one in the dirt, and it's now 3-1. So Brasina has struggled here in this 3rd inning.
Yeah, his control's left him a little bit here.
Laboring a bit. It's the count 3-1 to Robinson. Again, looking to redeem himself after that 6-4-3 DP hit into back in inning number 1. Top half of the 3rd inning, 2 out. Runners at first and second for the Tigers. The pitch. Fastball called strike. Yeah.
That looked like the first 2 innings.
It did.
Yeah.
So the count now 3-2. So Brasina trying to rally back. Now, one would think it would be easiest for him to throw another fastball, but maybe that's too obvious.
No, you throw a fastball.
All right, the 3-2 pitch from Brasina. Here it is. And that was high and upstairs, and the runners go. And the bases are loaded for Owen Griesbach, their number 3 hitter. So a dangerous situation as far as this game is concerned.
Yeah, this is why I said, before the last pitch, you throw a fastball. You don't want to put a guy on with, I'm guessing, probably their best hitter. I don't know. Usually their top average is hitting 3rd, and
WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We don't have the averages for Marshfield, but I can tell you that on paper you'd presume that. Very good athlete, and so Griesbach, the pitcher in that 3 spot for Coach John Southworth, and there's a ball, misses 1-0. So. A lot more balls than strikes. And both coaches had said, key to today, throwing strikes, obviously. Coach Southworth saying putting it in play, and obviously.
It seems like such a simple thing. Just when people say just throw strikes, well, sometimes it's just not that easy.
Yeah. And there's one that's delivered. And boy, it looked right there, but apparently now the count 2-0. And Brasina's shaking his head now, actually shaking his head. So the bases are loaded, and he's behind 2-0 to Griesbach. So the drama thickens with the Cards leading 4-0, but
it's got to be outside. It's got to be off the plate because it's not high.
The 2-0 pitch, and there is a called strike, 2-1.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
That was probably
that looked like the same pitch, but it could have been 8 inches.
I think that's one of the higher strikes that is called today.
Yeah, it was.
2-1 now to Griesbach. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Brasina looking to get out of it. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So back to another full count. Again, I don't have the exact total, but Sam has upped his number to 53. He's 2 short of the total pitches that Griesbach had through 3 innings. And we talked about that. That was quite a few. Although Griesbach threw fewer pitches in the last frame. Oh, Griesbach's only threw 2 innings, though. This is through 3 innings. And apparently that was 2-2. So I was ahead of myself in the full count. So now it's 3-2. So
I don't know.
A lot of questions about that. People feeling it should have been a strike. And so now the count is full at 3-2.
It couldn't have been low. It had to be in.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Runners will be going. Brasina, the pitch. And this one fouled off. Will do it again. Curious what your home or land is worth, or are you looking to buy? Call Sissy Knops of MSK Realtors, mskrealtors.com. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Cardinals lead it 4-0. Owen Griesbach, the number 3 hitter, a senior against the sophomore Sam Brasina. Lefty versus righty. Getting set. Here is the pitch. Ball 4, take your base. It's a 4-1 game. Third walk of the inning for Brasina. Walks in a run.
Yeah, it's just he's got to get back to getting ahead. He's been getting behind 2-0, 3-1, and like I said, he's a sophomore.
Griffin Spindler, the varsity assistant, going out to talk with him. The entire infield coming in as well. Let me tell you that propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels when you need propane for your home or business. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. So that's obvious game show music that Jared Johnston's going to. Is that like the dating game, or what is that? I thought it was.
I think so.
I don't think that's on anymore, right? But anyhow, from back in the day, so. Kind of had that sound to it. Remember, you'd have...
Catcher, number 7, Mason.
There's certain TV shows you say and it just totally dates you. You're just like, wow, you were alive then? The younger people go, I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Yeah, I watched the dating game.
All right, up to 56 pitches now. Bases loaded, 1 run in for Marshfield. Needs to throw strikes, and threw a ball there, 1-0 to the cleanup hitter, Mason Anderson. You know, Mason Anderson may be batting cleanup, and if your home or business needs a cleanup from fire, smoke, or water damage or mold remediation, call the experts at Service Master. The Chippewa Valley Service Master Trust comes in the yellow truck. So Brasina behind 1-0, struggling here. Mason Anderson, the junior catcher, in the cleanup spot. Bases loaded, the pitch. And this one, swing and a miss, 1-1.
So that's exactly what I was just thinking. It's really easy when you think you're throwing strikes and you keep throwing it to the same spot and they keep calling it a ball and you shake your head and you get mad. And you got to throw it to a different spot.
Yeah.
Like if it's, so he went inside there and got a swinging strike.
1-1 pitch. There's a ball high, 2-1.
You can't assume that the umpire's just going to say, okay, now it's a strike. If it's not a strike, it's not a strike.
4-1 Chi-High lead. Tigers getting their first run of the game on a walk-in. It's the 3rd walk of the inning from Brasina. There was a single by Shoddy earlier, sandwiched in. And swing and a miss, strike 2. So the count now 2-2 to the cleanup hitter, Mason Anderson, with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Chi-High leading at 4-1.
Yeah, big pitch. You want to go after him right here. If he can throw something off speed and get it close.
It'd be nice not to get it to full again.
Yeah, you don't want to go to full count. No. So now they're going to step out.
He did strike out Anderson his first time. Anderson, one of 3 strikeout victims on the day against Brasina, who now has 3 walks to go with it here. And there's a called strike 3, and he gets out of it, and the Cardinals do allow 1 run, but Marshfield strands 3. In the middle of 3 from Gannon Field at Casper. It's Chi-High still 4, Marshfield 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-High baseball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
To the bottom of the 3rd we go for the Cardinals, trying to build on a 4-1 lead. And for Chippewa, it'll be Brecken Boivier, Cole Perlberg, and Braden Hagman, all seniors in the heart of the Cardinal order, looking to do some damage against senior pitcher Owen Griesbach. And last inning's reference of the dating game gave us much more TV discussion, and somebody said that the scoreboard operator said he really likes the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? And we've learned that the music from the dating game you heard during that pitching conference was called Spanish Flea. So there you go. I just want everybody to benefit from what goes on here in the press box.
Everybody just got smarter.
or dumber.
Or dumber, yeah.
Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin's here for all your residential and commercial window cleaning, gutter cleaning, house and roof washing, and pressure washing.
Leading off the
needs.
bottom
Squeegee
of the
Squad
Cardinals,
of Western
first baseman,
Wisconsin.
Boyver.
So Boyver, Perlberg, and Hagman for the Cards. Boyver hitting from the left side and got an RBI on a ground out his first time up.
Mm-hmm.
The first baseman, one of 9 seniors on the team, looks at ball 1 from Griesbach.
Now you want to get that run back. Give up 1, get 1.
Yeah. Or 2. They've had 2 in each of the first 2 innings.
Yeah.
So. And he looks at a strike. 1-1 to Boyver. And access the Chi-Hi stats. Keep reminding you about the numbers here as the delivery from Griesbach. Smashed down the first line, base hit. Base hit.
That
all
ball's
the way.
hit hard.
He's going to round first big, and he's going to dig for second.
good.
Boyver is going to get in there with a double, a stand-up double for the
That's
Cards.
great base running. Great swing, great base running.
So Brecken Boyver looking very good on that. Right down the first base line against Griesbach. A .329 hitter, just upped his average there. And start the bottom half of the third for Chippewa with that double.
Yeah, he squared that up really well, and I think he was thinking, okay, if the right fielder gets to it, I'll stop at first, but he somewhat bobbled it, and he didn't hesitate at all, and he took second base.
Outstanding. So runner at second and nobody out. Great way to start the inning for the Cards as Cole Perlberg comes up. Perlberg looks at the strike. Cole, 70 at bats, a .286 hitter with an OPS of .948. Playing shortstop for Chippewa, Whitewater bound. They won the national title in D3 today. Had to win best 2 out of 3. They won the first 2 games. And there's a ball. Count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, the college baseball. I know I'm a baseball guy, but the NCAA tournament for basketball is fantastic. But if you get a chance to watch any of the college baseball tournament, it's such great baseball.
A lot of drama. There's a ball, and it hit him. Perlberg's been hit a lot this year, I believe.
Cole doesn't get out of the way. That's why he gets hit
I
a lot.
wonder if we hit by pitch. Oh, my. That's the 19th time this year. That is crazy. Nobody else is even close to double digits, and that's his 19th.
That might lead the state.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The funny thing is he's probably got the fastest reflexes of anybody on the team, but he's figured out I'm going to get on base any way I can get out of base.
Yeah, that really ups. It's interesting because he's hitting .286. His on-base percentage is .519.
I was going to say, yeah, his on-base is crazy high.
I mean, you know, it's interesting. Roz Twyman's, her average was 400s, and then her on-base was slightly over, but his is even higher. Yeah, and yet it's how can you do that as a .286 hitter? Well, you get hit 19 times.
I think that's why Whitewater recruited him. He's really good at getting hit.
Yeah, right. Huh, interesting. Okay, 1-0 now to Hagman for the Cards, with runners at first and second and nobody out for Chippewa. Another big rally threat here. There's a called strike.
Wow.
1-1 to Hagman. It's the third inning, and you still haven't.
No, I haven't figured out the strike zone. No, I'm not sure. I mean, it's hard to tell from the press box.
Yeah.
But that catcher was reaching for that one, and it was a called strike. So
1-1 pitch to Hagman, and then
there's
smashes
a
it,
rock.
base hit between second, short, and third, and now rounding third, and he'll stay because there's nobody out, and so why be in a hurry?
Yep. No, you don't want to get thrown out when you have nobody out. There are two. Both Braden and Brecken squared those up. So this is the second time through the lineup. Usually it's the third where hitters kind of catch on, but Chip was made good adjustments and hit the ball hard.
Thompson.
So, yeah, they have hit it well, and so now the bases are loaded and nobody out. So kind of returning the favor on Marshfield, except I think Marshfield, if you look at it, did have they did have a walk and a single and a strikeout. So they really didn't load the bases until they had 2 outs. because there was a fly out to left.
Infield's in.
So a chance to really blow this game wide open now, a 4-1 game. And there's a called strike to a looking Gavin Thompson. And Gavin, a .407 hitter, we told you, on base percentage at .514, and he reached via an error on the shortstop his first time. That was the pop-up, right? That was the pop-up.
Oh, yeah.
On the second base side.
Pop-up, yeah.
0-1 pitch and hit high in the air and fouled back. So Thompson in the hole, 0-2 now with Jackson Martin on deck and Jared Erickson in the hole. And they each struck out their first 2 times.
Yeah, this is where you just want to put it in play. With the infield in, they're not going to have a lot of time to react, so you just got to get the ball in play.
Big RBI opportunity here for Gavin Thompson.
Reminds me of that North game. Remember that one where it was, tie game?
Right,
Gavin
3-3.
Was up with the bases loaded? Yeah.
Right.
Everybody clap your hands.
Gavin, 13 walks on this season.
How many strikeouts does he have?
He has 6.
Yeah, so he does not strike out very much.
No, it is a low number. Hit by a pitch only once, so Cole will have to work with him on that.
Oh, my gosh.
Taking a long time here for Owen
Griesbach.
Griesbach.
Pitch clock going.
It's going to be tough here. Here we go. And this one tapped up the middle. Second baseman's got it. He'll go home to get the force out there, and then the bases remain loaded. So the 4-2 force out and the fielder's choice, and Thompson reaches first, but it does eliminate Boivier, the lead runner. And so it's Perlberg to third, Hagbin to second, Thompson at first, 1 out now for Jackson Martin.
That's a play you work on 100 times.
Tyler Kramer with the throw. Just a sophomore handled it well.
Yeah, way more than that in practice, and you don't get a chance to do it very often in a game, so I'm sure the Marshfield coach is happy.
Yeah, and Martin hits one foul and out of play. And Jackson Martin is looking a .231 hitter, 300 on-base percentage, .569 OPS, and 26 at-bats on the season. His first time up, he and Erickson here back-to-back bottom of the order did strike out here. Bottom of the third, 4-1 game. Cards, boy, bases loaded, nobody out. They got 1 out here now. Off-speed pitch is grounded fouled on the third baseline, so the count stays 0-2.
This is where momentum can swing a little bit. Even though we've loaded the bases, if Marshfield can get out of here with no runs and then go hit after scoring a run last inning,
you really need Martin or Erickson to step up. And at this point,
you do.
Even I'll tell you what, even if Martin could get a sack fly or something, would get at least a run. You don't want to come up completely empty here. I think it was part of the Brewers' loss last night. They actually, after Freelick's homer, they loaded the bases at 2 outs and couldn't score. And now trying to distract them, and the runner at second is kind of hopping around Braden Hagman. And then Martin stepped out of the box. So the count stays 0-2 now.
Yeah, he doesn't, the umpire does not have to grant that. He can just say no and let him pitch, but
69. This will be his 70th pitch now for Owen Griesbach. The pitch, and this one tap foul third base side. So we'll do it again. So protecting the plate, Martin, since he's behind in the count 0-2. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated, always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Cards had the bases loaded with nobody out. Marshfield able to get the force out at home. Bottom half of 3, 4-1 Chippewa. Griesbach, the senior pitcher, recovered from a torn ACL in football. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets him for the big strikeout. And for Griesbach, his 3rd of the day. And now it brings up Jared Erickson. Not to put pressure on him, but Jared would really love to come away with something here.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch by Griesbach. He went with a curveball the pitch before to get Jackson's eyes down, and then he elevated the fastball there up into his chest, and he couldn't catch up.
So Erickson hitting from the left side against the righty, Griesbach. Looks at the called strike 1, so behind 0-1. So while Brasina really labored in the 3rd inning and a lot of balls and falling behind, Griesbach has kind of turned the corner, and he's getting ahead and throwing strikes.
Yep, keep pounding the zone.
Erickson looks at the 0-1, and he smashes it fouled on the third baseline.
He's gone 0-2. He's gotten ahead 0-2 on Jackson.
Back to back.
Jared,
And again, that really puts the pressure on Erickson, a 229 hitter with a 448 on base and almost a 700 OPS. So it was bases loaded, no out. It's bases loaded, 2 out after a force out at home and a strikeout. And now the left-handed hitting Erickson, the senior center fielder, one of 9 seniors on this Cardinal team. Griesbach, another senior on Marshfield. The pitch, smash between first and knocked off the first baseman's glove. 1 run is in. Here comes the 2nd run, and the Cardinals are going to lead it 6-1. Runner at third is in there, safe. And there's a big single off the bat of Jared Erickson. The Cards lead it 6-1.
Yeah, he got a pitch he could turn on and hit it right between first and second. First baseman had a chance. It would have been an incredible play if he would have made it.
Caleb Schaefer, the senior first baseman, diving, hit his glove, and then scooted in the outfield. So the 2 RBI single, and that's a huge play for Erickson there as far as that, just kind of the mental state of this game.
Yes, like I said, that could have really changed the momentum if Marshfield could have gotten out of there without giving up anything.
Now the Cards have continued to score 2 runs in each inning, as now it's runners at first and third, as both Perlberg and Hagman scored. Gavin Thompson gets to third, and Erickson at first, and then your leadoff hitter Brady Smith, who's 2 for 2 now, and ahead in the count 1-0 to. There's the smash base hit for Smith, and the Cardinals lead it 7-1.
Right center. Right center.
Yeah. And so another RBI, 3 for 3 today. In consecutive innings, he's got a single in every inning.
And they've all been to the same exact spot.
That's really amazing.
I'd put 3 infielders over there.
Wow. You put a real shift on for him.
Yeah,
huh?
get the shift going.
It's been interesting.
No, it's great. It's just a great swing. Brady's got a great swing. It's
gets you a hit.
Yeah,
and it brings up
the kid. He can flat out hit. Yeah.
Landon Atkinson, and he's just a junior. He's back next year. Talk about Gavin Thompson. Certainly Brady, an obvious leader for next year's squad. But you lose 9 seniors. I mean, on paper, that's a big blow.
It is, yeah, and it's a lot of the leadership stuff, but.
There's a curveball, and it's a called strike, 0-1. So for Griesbach, he's got to go, boy, I was cruising. Yeah, we had the bases loaded, but I was getting out of there with the force out and the strikeout, and even ahead in the count to Erickson. Erickson, behind the count, got the hit. And then Brady Smith, and now Atkinson behind 0-1, the junior catcher for the Cards. And he hits one, and it's at third base. The gloved over there throw is going to be.
Holy cow.
And they got him at first base.
Amazing
but not before the Cards scored 3. Strand a couple, and after 3 from Gannon Family Field at Casper, it's Chi 7 and Marshfield 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Yeah, Northwestern Bank, one of our great advertisers for WOGO Sports. Tomorrow, the big McDonald sectional final. 4:35, the pregame. It'll for sure be on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. If Chai goes on to victory, we'll be on the radio and on WOGO Sports YouTube as well. So, again, and then in that case, McDonald girls softball would be on our WOGO Sports YouTube and on Facebook. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank.
Leading off the fourth for the Tigers, right fielder number 25, Tyler Coon.
I think the state track meets tomorrow too, right?
It's Friday.
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 Okay.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Lacrosse, the location for that every year. And I saw Aaron Canez's post about Shanghai faring very well there.
Yeah, sending quite a few athletes.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
This one fouled off. And again, for the Tigers here in the top half of the fourth, Tyler Coombe, Dayton Bugar, and Tyler Kramer. They are the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for John Southworth. Shanghai in front now, 7-1. Scored 2, 2, and 3 in each of the innings. We'll see how Brasina rallies back here in the fourth. Ooh, and he hit him. Oh, okay, maybe I thought he did. Apparently he didn't. It was close.
That was weird.
Because he
must have caught it behind him.
I knew it was very close, and now the umpire's going to dust off home plate as the count goes to 1-1.
I think he threw behind him, and Landon caught it behind him somehow.
Right, that was that's the thing, when it's thrown behind you, your instinct is to back up, and then you back up into it.
Perlberg wouldn't have moved.
Yeah, right. Grotberg would be at first right now. Yeah. And this one high in the air on the infield.
Sam.
And Brasina, and now it's going to be called off by the third baseman, Martin, for out number 1. So Coombe pops out to start the inning to the third baseman and brings up Dayton Bugar.
It's a good start after the last inning. That struggle Sam had last inning.
The
first one.
For sure. Bugar struck out his first time. When you're looking for a financial partner with your best interest in mind, stop by Royal Credit Union. Royal's there to help you reach your financial goals, and they give great advice you can trust. See everything Royal has to offer at rcu.org. And some of the fans reacting not favorably to that call of ball 1.
I don't think they loved it.
I could hear the OMG up here in the booth. And Brasina, the lefty, to the right-hander, Bugar, and he'll take a check swing down the right field line. It's in fair territory, and it's going to be in there for a single and fielded by Gavin Thompson. And so the single for Bugar, and he's aboard with 1 out, 1 on here, top of the fourth for Marshfield. And Tyler Kramer, the sophomore second baseman who walked and scored the only Marshfield run of the game last inning.
Yeah, you couldn't have thrown that ball out there any better. It was perfectly placed. Gavin almost got to it, but not much you can do about those.
So Kramer, just a sophomore, second baseman, was in on that pop-up earlier, dropped by the shortstop, Sadowska, who came over into his area. Wasn't sure if necessarily
that was one of the
Tyler Kramer had seen it as the count goes to 0-1 to Tyler.
Plays you'll see.
With Bryce Shoddy, the DH, on deck. 1 on, 1 out for Marshfield. Down by 6 to the Cards in this Division I regional semifinal baseball game. Winner meets Menominee tomorrow. Ball low, misses. 2-1. Or is it still 1-1? I was getting ahead of myself.
I think it's 1-1.
1-1, all right. I'm trying to move this game along. I can't, it's just going to have to go at the pace it goes at here. All right, 1-1. The pitch. Low, misses. 2-1. I told you it was going to be 2-1.
Days like this, you want it to last 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's cold, windy days, rainy days.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones
for sure.
that usually take the longest.
Sam Aberle, who stood on a ladder in the cold and on top of a dugout.
Wow.
So he's enjoying he enjoys the press box, I think. So yeah. That's very much, he said. Ball fouled off, 2-2. Yeah, beautiful day, the press box. And you never know doing high school softball and baseball, like what size the press box will be. You'll be outside the press box. And we've been on tour, actually, recently. New Richmond and Wisconsin Rapids and D.C. Everest.
How was New Richmond? Decent?
New Richmond, they have a nice – they have deep to center, like 414 to dead center. Ball high in the air on the infield. Another catchable pop-up. Erickson over there, Dixon rather, and he'll make the catch. Ryan Dixon for the out. So whatever Brasina's doing, he's getting him to hit some pop-ups here.
They Sam's ball.
Designated hitter number 9, Bryce Shoddy.
He's blessed with being able to throw the ball with his left hand, and most left-handers, when they're throwing their fastball, they're moving, 6-8 inches. So they haven't gotten very much solid contact. He's been missing the bat quite a bit.
Shoddy, and he looks at the ball in the dirt that misses 1-0. He singled and reached third his first time last inning. As they actually batted 7 last inning, did the Tigers, trailing 7-1. Runner at first and 2 out. Brasina. And there's a ball way out in front of that was Shoddy. Straighten it out would be a pretty good hit.
I might throw something off speed here.
Yeah.
If he's that far in front of a fastball.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at first is Bugar, the junior center fielder, who singled a moment ago. And there's a called strike.
Went back to the fastball.
And gets ahead now 1-2. So 1 strike away from retiring and getting out of this inning is Sam Brasina. The 1-2 pitch. Brasina, here it is. And this one in the air.
Good pitch.
Infield.
Talk.
And it's going to be caught by Cole Perlberg for the out. So 3 different pop-ups in the inning. Brasina bounces back from a subpar inning in the 3rd. The middle of 4, the score. Shanghai 7, Marshfield 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips. Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut. They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Well, we talked about the second baseman, Tyler Kramer, and he's now in for Owen Griesbach. So Griesbach goes 3 innings and struck out 3, and he did hit Perlberg, which is most pitchers will eventually hit Perlberg. But I don't think did he? Okay.
Yeah, walk hole in the first.
But otherwise 3 strikeouts. So.
Yeah, honestly, he didn't pitch that badly. He just ran into some weird situations with pass balls at the wrong time, and
so help me out. Who's at second, if you can?
Yeah, I was trying to see that, and
Tyler Kramer, he's just a sophomore, and we just got the Marshfield roster.
12, number 12.
Okay. And that is Easton Ledden, who, so if that's the case, then they've changed.
Griesbach is at 3rd, I think.
Okay.
What number was?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Griesbach is 22.
He's number 22, then yeah, that is not him at 3rd.
Let's see, unless they change. Yeah, Griesbach is 22.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Cards, second baseman, number 16, Ryan Dixon.
Ryan Dixon, the second baseman in place of the injured Lucas Logslet. Logslet went out and after turning a 6-4-3 double play earlier. And there's the first pitch and a called strike from Tyler Kramer.
Yeah, good start for a sophomore pitcher in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Fastball inside corner at the knees.
Well, the Cards are going with a sophomore all day. There's the off-speed pitch, and he gets ahead 0-2 to a swinging Ryan Dixon, who has singled and stole a base and scored and popped out to the first baseman. And this one fouled off. So I've got multiple rosters here to still try to figure out the defense.
Figure out the defense.
I know Kramer's not at second anymore. He's pitching. So, all right.
Right.
Here's the pitch. And this one fouled on the third baseline. So you
12 is...
Yeah, so Chase Robinson's still at third. I got that. And
yep,
so
8. 3 is at short.
12, it looks like, is.
Yep, 12's at second base.
Yep. And that is Easton Ledden. So
I'd be surprised if Griesbach's not in the game somewhere.
Yeah, Ledden had been. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's in center. Yep.
So they really changed a lot. So Easton Ledden has come from left to second base. This is high school baseball, folks. When that I'm just saying, it's just moving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bugar's in left. Okay, Bugar's in left, and Griesbach's in center. Yeah. That's a lot of crossouts here on my defense here. All right. And now the batter was hit by the pitch, so Dixon will take a base, and taking a page out of the Cole Perlberg playbook, and he's aboard. Any way to do it. Again, it's a 7-1 game. And let's just talk about it. We talked about it earlier. If you have a 10-run lead through 5, and at this point, Marshfield's the visitor, so you wouldn't even need to play the bottom.
Correct.
And again, you've got this inning and potential. This inning's significant to do that. Right?
Oh, 100%.
Right. Because it's the bottom half of the 4th inning, so the Cardinals, 4 runs.
You got 3, 4, 5 coming up.
Mm-hmm. And a great way to start there with a runner aboard in Boivier, and he hits a high pop-up and deep infield, and it's going to be caught there by Jacob Sadowska for out number 1. So Sadowska catching the pop-up up by Veer, and it comes up Cole Perlberg now. Perlberg, the senior shortstop.
Shortstop, number 1, Cole.
What did you have? I have it.
Walk and a hit. Or walk and hit.
Okay, walk.
Or walk and hit by pitch.
And hit by pitch, right. Yeah. But there's that on-base percentage for Cole, right? So the first pitch from the sophomore. What's your mindset, you think, if you're a senior, you come up? I mean, obviously, we know that Brasina's been great, but you have a sophomore out of the bullpen. You must go up there as a senior going, I can hit this guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't, maybe, but most of the time you're just you're trying to figure out what.
Off-speed pitch, and that one misses.
Like that. You're trying to figure out what pitch he throws in what situation, and, usually if you got a sophomore pitching varsity, they're decent.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Cole is a super confident hitter.
1-1 pitch, and it hit him. It hit him. Again, he was hit by a pitch, but it's a different pitcher. He really must. If there's a way to check the state statistics, have to get a hold of WisSports.com tomorrow, before tomorrow's game, and find out. I will try, okay? Because let me just check. Hit by pitch.
Yeah, I don't think there's a leader.
That's 20. He has 20.
Yeah.
He has 20.
And I think the pitcher, I forget his name. I think the pitcher was a little frustrated. He kind of put his hands up like you didn't move.
Yeah, right.
But on a fastball like that, they're not going to.
This one hit high in the air, and it's going to get. No, it was still in the. It was playable, just in front of the fence, which is really tough.
Long way to go.
And not quite reachable for Mason Anderson. So the count 0-1 now to Hagman. Again, we've had 2 players hit by pitch, right? I mean, Dixon was, then a pop-out for Boivier, and then Perlberg was hit by pitch.
Which, again, sophomore probably his first playoff game.
Yeah. Call Cole the Don Baylor of high school baseball because he was great at being hit by a pitch as well.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
I think there was a guy years ago, Montreal, I think it was Hunt, who was really good at it. 1970 sports trivia, one of my strong points. 0-2 now.
I think Baylor, doesn't he lead? Isn't he the all-time leader?
I think he is. Yes, he is. He was a big guy.
Oh, he was a mountain. Yeah.
He was kind of like the DH was made for him.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch, and he fouls it off, and Hagman stays alive. Again, just 1 out here, and Gavin Thompson on deck for the Cards.
They don't do their damage until 2 outs.
Yeah, right. They don't do their damage until there's 2 outs, says our PA announcing friend Jared. No balls and 2 strikes the pitch. Off-speed pitch grounded up the middle. Tough play to handle. Gloved over there at second, throw to first in time for the out. And runners move to second and third. So 4-3 on the out. Hagman retired, but the runners move to second and third with 2 outs, and it brings up Gavin Thompson. So it kind of serves as a sacrifice, but here's a great opportunity again for the Cards.
Yep.
If you really want to end this thing in 5, you need 4 runs here.
Or, again, the bottom of the 5th could do that too.
Right,
but
yeah.
We're getting greedy.
You'd like to get these 2 in.
Yeah. And the pitch to Thompson, and called strike 1 from the sophomore, Tyler Kramer. So setting the defense, Mason Anderson stays at catcher, Caleb Schaefer at first, Easton Ledden called in from left to second. You got Sadowska stays at short, and Robinson stays at third. And this one, base hit up the middle, and that's going to score 2 runs, and the Cardinals take a 9-1 lead
Go to second.
on the hit by Thompson. 9-1 Chippewa, and Thompson delivering big with that RBI single, but you would have liked to see him scoot to second there.
I think he would have been out. Nope, I had a bad angle. I thought he airmailed it to home, but first baseman actually caught it, So
Dixon scores the first one, and Pearlberg the second. Both had been hit by a pitch. It's a 9-1 lead. The Cards have scored in every inning. 2-2, 3-2.
Go.
And there, the ball throw over to first, and it's going to allow Thompson to speed his way to second, and he's there in scoring position for Jackson Martin, who struck out both of his first 2 times to the plate. Jackson, a senior third baseman. So 9-1 Chippewa, an 8-run lead. You're up by 10 through 5. Game ends.
Let's just hit a 2-run home run here.
That's all.
That's all we need to do.
2 outs. Yeah.
With 2 outs.
It is happening with 2 outs, yes. As Jared said, yeah, and the count. Okay, that one's inside. So 1-0 to Martin. Since you've asked for home runs, I'll check and see Jackson on the season.
Yeah, I don't know how many home runs does Chippewa have?
Count to 2-0.
I don't know how many home runs they have, or any.
We can get you hit by pitches, but home runs, yeah. I mean, Pearlberg has a couple.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Martin does not have one.
Okay.
Pearlberg has like the only 2 home runs on the team. There's 2 home runs. Pearlberg has them both.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, this is a team that hits a lot of singles. They hit a lot of doubles. It's just they don't have a ton of power.
Right. 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike 1 to a looking Jackson Martin. Struck out his first 2 times against Owen Griesbach. Owen's been moved to center field now. Dayton Bugar's moved from center over to left. And then that also Tyler Kuhlman. There's the deep left field, and it's going to be fair ball and around and scoring, making it 10-1, and scooting into second with a double is Jackson Martin.
I thought that was gone. I couldn't see. It was blocked.
I could tell from your ooh and ah. I was checking stats and other things, so I was not on top of that as I would have liked to have been.
I thought I called it.
And there's Jackson Martin. Yeah, right. Only the third homer potentially of the season, but he ripped it down the left field line where it was fair. Easier to see through a window than it was through the fence at D.C. Everest the other day on that ball down the line, but still. All right, so 10-1, and now the Cards 1 run away from making it a 10-run lead as the count goes to 0-1 to Jared Erickson.
Base hit away.
The senior center fielder who had a 2 RBI single last time. Yeah, right, a huge
single.
one. Yeah. The pitch, and he smashes one to left field, and it's a long run, and it's going to get
down
for a base hit. Runner around third, and
there
the
we
Cardinals
go.
lead it 11-1. How about that?
There we go.
Wow. So big hits there from Jackson Martin and Jared Erickson at the bottom of the order, getting the RBIs. Martin with 2 of them. And then
hitter number 5, Brady.
Let's see, we had 1 last time. Actually, Martin had 1, and Erickson gets an RBI there. And
that's been one of the strengths all year of Chippewa is 1 through 9. They've put the ball in play, and they've gotten hits.
Yeah, right. So 4 runs in the inning. They lead 11-1, and now they're 3 outs away from ending the game in the top half of the 5th inning. And presuming that Brasina, who's got 75 pitches, will be the guy as the count goes to 1-0 to Brady Smith, who is, believe this now, 3 for 3. He's had a hit in every inning.
Wow.
And he looks at
he has.
a ball, 2-0. Smith had a single and scored in the first, a single in second, and a single, an RBI single in the third. So really helping his already.
That usually means you've scored a lot of runs if you get to hit every inning.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, and there's a ball missing, and it's now 3-0 to Brady Smith.
You know, the nice thing,
Cardinals leadoff hitter.
When you get the bottom of the order hitting and you win a game like this and you go into tomorrow, those everybody in the lineup's got confidence.
That is good. And there's a called strike, and the count 3-1 to Smith. As we told you, came into the game a 321 hitter, but if we had updated stats, they'd be improving because 3 hits on the day. And his on-base percentage at .458. And
walked him.
Walked him, yeah. So first and second now with 2 outs for Landon Atkinson. So after the 3 hits in his first 3 trips, but his on-base percentage is perfect for the day.
Yeah.
And Erickson to second. 4 runs in already. The Cardinals lead 11-1. And now it brings up Atkinson, who has sacrificed, walked, and grounded out to third. Off-speed pitch, and he's hit. Bases loaded. Well, I guess it makes it, at a lower level of baseball, you're going to have more hit batsmen, right?
You are, yeah, and you can tell. I think the Marshfield pitcher is just a little overwhelmed in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't know how many innings he has on the year. I'm sure he's pitched a fair amount, but this is, it's a tough spot when you're behind and now you're just trying to get guys out, and it just keeps snowballing.
Bases loaded, and the Cardinals with a 10-run lead. Marshfield 3 outs potentially left in their season, and this is where Ryan Dixon comes up for the second time this inning.
Yep.
And he began it all by being hit by a pitch and scoring. Hey, when you're looking for a financial partner who has your best interest in mind, stop by Royal Credit Union. Royal's there to help you reach your financial goals, and they give great advice that you can trust. See everything Royal Credit Union has to offer at rcu.org. That's rcu.org.
In to run for the Cardinals, number 19, Ian Denning.
Ian Denning into run for the Cardinals. Number 16, Ryan at first base for Atkinson. The catcher makes sense there. And now Dixon. He's been on 2 out of 3 times today.
He has. Yeah, he's had some really good at-bats.
Sophomore. There's a fastball that misses from Kramer, 1-0. Yeah, Ryan, again, you never know, right? He might have came today saying, hey, it's the playoffs. I'm coming ready, but maybe I'll be a pinch runner. But Logslet injured early, and there's a swinging strike, 1-1.
He's probably thinking, if anything, he's going to pitch today. But I'm guessing he wasn't thinking he was going to play second base.
Right. And then go on to bat as much as he has. One of those guys who's developmental, if you will, right on the varsity squad, and certainly going to be a big part of next year's team. So the count goes to 2-1 to Dixon with bases loaded, and Cards already up 11-1. And this one hit to left center field. Bit of a run out there, and the catch made by the left fielder Bugar, but not before the Cards score 4, strand 3 after 4 from Gannon Field and Casper. It's Chai 11 and Marshfield 1. WDOGO Sports live coverage of Chai High baseball. The Cards 3 outs away from moving on to tomorrow on back in 1 minute.
Since 1951, Bowl & Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl & Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl & Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
All right, thank you to credit to Jared Johnson pointing out here in the booth that the last 9 of Chai's 11 runs all coming with 2 outs. Only the ones in the first inning did not, but the other ones in the second, third, and fourth inning all did. And now we head to the top of the 5th with Chai 3 outs away from moving on to tomorrow's Division I regional final at home against Menominee, a team they split with during the season. But to do it, they have to take care of business against the 9, 1, and 2 hitters.
For the Tigers, first baseman number 10,
Caleb Schaefer, the senior first baseman, and then it's Sadowska and Chase Robinson. 11-1 Cardinals Scored in every inning. 2-2, 3-4. Swing and a miss, strike one. Brasina now, the sophomore, looking to close it out. Had a much better fourth inning than he did the third.
He did, yep. This is where you don't want to let down in this situation. It's 11-1.
Yeah, right.
Game is potentially over, but
there's a
you want to keep throwing strikes.
Ball misses 1-1. When you need a plumbing repair or building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Trusted since 1951. Bowl & Prue Plumbing. The 1-1 pitch, foul off, 1-2. If Chahai wins, we're back here tomorrow for you. And we would have the time for you at WOGO.com and on our social media. Maybe we'll learn after the game, but then Chahai and Menominee, that would be, which seems to be the case now. And then swing and a miss, strike three. And 2 outs away now as Caleb Schaefer goes down. The 5th strikeout of the day for Brasina, and it brings up the top of the order, Jacob Sadowska, the junior shortstop, who has reached on an error and flown out to left.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to look at this game and say, oh, it's 11-1. Chippewa was the higher seed. They should win 11-1. They beat them twice in the regular season.
And this one grounded foul down the first baseline.
But if you look at Marshfield's record, they lost to Hudson, who's been ranked #1 in the state all year. They lost to Hudson 2-1. They beat Menominee 6-5. They beat Eau Claire North, who took a game from us. So, yeah, I mean, Marshfield they're not playing the greatest today, let's say that, but they got a really good ball club. So there's a lot of credit to Chippewa.
This one fouled off. 0-2. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders. Call White City Glass. So ahead 0-2 to Sadowska. Top of the order. Marshfield down to their final 2 outs of the season here in the top of the 5th, trailing 11-1. Brasina the pitch. This one grounded towards second base. Fielded over there. The toss over to first. In job, and a good job by the second baseman, Ryan Dixon, to get out number 2.
Yeah, that's that lip. There's been a lip, a little bit of a lip on this infield for a while, and it either kills you or it helps you. And that one, Ryan was coming in, and the ball popped right up to him.
Robinson.
So 4-3 and 1 out away now. Chase Robinson, the senior, hit into that 6-4-3 double play and walked against Brasina today. Tigers down to their last out of the season. Cards up 11-1. First ball, 1-0. That one misses high.
Tried to overthrow that a little bit, I think. A little adrenaline here.
Yeah.
Trying to end the game.
Brink of winning his first tournament game, and misses 2-0. Chahai and Menominee looking ahead, lost to them at Casper 12-5 and beat them 5-1. So very evenly matched squads. 2-0 pitch, and 3-0 now. Falls behind to Robinson with Griesbach on deck. The starting pitcher for Marshfield may get one more chance against Brasina here today. 3-0, and there's a called strike, 3-1. So Brasina staying alive with Robinson, who maybe one of the big plays of the game was that 6-4-3 double play to start it, if you think about it.
For sure.
Yeah, really. There it is. And called strike. Boy, I thought it was going to be ball 4, but a called strike, it makes it 3-2. All right, so 3-2 now. So rallying back from 3-0, Brasina to go full to the number 2 hitter, Chase Robinson, the senior, the pitch. Ooh, ball 4, take your base. And
I'm
so,
sure the hitter knew, am I out or am I going to first?
Right. All right, so Robinson is aboard, and Owen Griesbach now.
That's one of those things that's maddening as a coach or as a parent or as a fan. You get the first 2 guys out. You're like, all right, all you got to do is skip the next guy. And now, I don't know what it is. You see it so often where the next guy walks.
Griesbach walked with the bases loaded to get an RBI earlier for the only run of the game for Marshfield. 11-1. Brasina looking to end it. This one, smash up the middle, not going to end with Griesbach. And center fielder getting in Erickson. So first and second with 2 outs now. Again, the Cardinals' lead is as narrow as it can be to end it. The 10-run cushion. They weren't able to build on it anymore. And Mason Anderson, the catcher, comes up now.
Catcher,
struck out twice.
I'm going to say this is the guy. This is the time. Just Sam going to reach back. He's at 89 pitches, so he doesn't have a whole lot more.
No, he's got to.
They'd like him to finish it.
He's got to end it here.
Yeah, and there's the pitch to Anderson.
Good
A called
pitch.
strike, 0-1. So after he got the first 2, he walks Robinson, and Griesbach gets a solid single to center. And now ahead 0-1 to Anderson. And this one fouled off 0-2. So Brasina looking like he's ready to just finish it off. 91 pitches in.
He's really gone mostly to his fastball. He hasn't thrown very many off-speed pitches. He's just
Gets
saying,
the sign.
here it is.
And readies himself. Runners at first and second. The pitch. And this one hit to the outfield. It could be catchable for out number 3. A long run. And Gavin
Nice
Thompson
play,
makes
Gavin.
the catch, and the Cardinals win. They win 11-1. They downed visiting Marshfield, ending the game in the middle of the 5th. And the Cardinals will host Menominee for the Division I regional final tomorrow. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Back with the postgame next on WOGO Sports and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. This is Cardinal Playoff Baseball.
Chippewa Falls 11.
Squeegee Squad of Western Wisconsin knows that success starts with having a well-trained team. So we want to encourage the local high school teams to keep playing their best. The Chippewa Valley is a wonderful place to live and grow. Squeegee Squad, here for all your residential and commercial window cleaning, gutter cleaning, house and roof washing, and pressure washing needs. Squeegee Squad, we take pride in our work and local high school athletes. Congratulations to all of you for your hard work and determination.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High baseball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips. Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut. They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knaps. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knaps of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Anybody can go.
All right, so Chi-High wins it 11-1. We'll recap. We've got the great clips, great plays of the game. Hoping to talk to head coach Mitch Steinmetz all ahead here on WOGO. Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, but what doesn't Caleb Swenson do? He did the research. He heard us talking about the fact that Cole Perlberg hit by 2 pitches at 20 on the season. And he says, according to WizSports.net, Perlberg would be the leader in the state with 20 hit by pitches. The next closest is Dominic Anderson of Boyceville with 16, noting not all teams, including Chi-High, send their stats in, but still, there's a good chance, he says, he's the state leader in hit by pitch. Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
A lot of ice.
Thank you, Caleb. All right, so we will have 2 games going again on WOGO Sports YouTube channel tomorrow, as again the forecast is very good for tomorrow. Friday gets a little iffy, but tomorrow looks great, and tomorrow's what matters. So it's going to be Chi-High and Menominee, and that will also be a 4:35 pregame here on WOGO Sports. And they split a doubleheader, so that sets up well. Menominee played and won in 10 innings on Monday over Wausau West.
Yep.
Zach Slowiak, the coach of Menominee, is, of course, a Chi-High alum. You coached him at Chi-High.
I did, yeah.
Why did you teach him so well?
Yeah, I know. Well, Zach was a student of the game, and like you mentioned, his mom Tammy and his dad Greg, they were baseball fanatics. Unfortunately, they're Cubs fans.
I know.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. But no, they.
She is a Packers fan, though.
Yeah, that's good. No, Zach is just he's a student of the game. He always has been, and he'll have Menominee ready for tomorrow. It should be a great game.
Yeah, it should be. And at the same time, the McDonald girls 1 win away from going to state in softball. The Goodman Park down there in the state capitol, and Caleb and company will have the call on WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. We'll be on the radio and on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. So very busy and very grateful for not only that WOGO Sports YouTube channel, but also for all the equipment that goes with it and the advertisers who make it all possible. 11-1 Chi. Give us your thoughts, Jason Bob.
Yeah, just a really complete ball game. Sam pitched really. I thought he pitched pretty well. He had 6 strikeouts, only gave up 3 hits. He did have 4 walks, but I think 3 of those came in the same inning. He just got off track a little bit that one inning. But what impressed me the most was the bottom of Chi-High's lineup between Jackson Martin and Jared Erickson and Gavin Thompson. They did a lot, and then Brady was cleaning everybody up with his day at the plate. But yeah, Chi-High 1 through 9 on any given day, they can all hit, and they're a dangerous team going forward in the playoffs.
Now, the big thing, and we'll learn what we can from Mitch Steinmetz, but Lucas Lockslett, he goes out early again.
Yeah.
Chi scores 11 runs without Lucas Lockslett today. So
correct. Yeah.
Hats off to the way that Dixon stepped in for him.
Yeah. He did his job at second base. He got on base a couple of times and scored a couple of runs. That's about all you can ask for. Especially, I mean, not only are you putting the game, but you're putting the third spot where you got guys on that are. You got to make plays.
So just working through the way this went, the Cardinals in the first inning get Brady Smith to start things off with a single, and then Lucas Lockslett, both of them scoring on hit by Brecken Boivier. And the Cardinals able to get 2 runs in that first inning, and then later they get 2 in the second. They get 3 in the third and 4 in the fourth. So just cumulatively doing it against Griesbach, and also Tyler Kramer in relief for the Cardinals. In the second inning, they started. Gavin Thompson reached on an error on the shortstop and a pop-up. That was not a good omen for Marshfield, obviously.
No, that was not the way you wanted to start that inning, especially after you had just given up 2 runs.
But then after the 8 and 9 hitters struck out for the Cards, Brady Smith comes through with an RB with a single.
Mm-hmm.
Landon Atkinson walks. And
I think there was a couple pass balls.
There were.
There.
That was. Yep. It was. We'll have those in the highlights, but some pass balls led to those scores. And then in the third inning, it starts off with a double by Boivier. He ultimately he had a real good day there with that double.
Yep.
But then Porelberg hit by a pitch. Hagman singled. Gavin Thompson in with a fielder's choice. But 2 RBIs for Jared Erickson there in the 3rd inning. So he came through. Erickson 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs today.
Yeah, that was a huge. Well, I mean, it was 11-1.
Right.
We kept talking about 10-run rule, and
right.
You know, he doesn't get that hit, then it's 4-1 going into the 4th, and that feels a little more doable for Marshfield than a 6-1 deficit.
Absolutely. So Mitch Steinmetz is who we're hoping to get if possible, and you never know because we don't do every game, and so. He had remembered in the past. I don't think it does much good for me to message him on Facebook Messenger. But anyhow, if we can wave down Mitch at some point, Sam Aberley's going to go to try to track down the coach if possible here and get him on. And later, the great clips, great plays of the game here on WOGO as well. So stick around for that in our Cardinal postgame as well. And again, 2 games tomorrow as it'll be Chi-Hi and Menominee here on FM 103.1 and WOGO.com and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel for that Division I regional final in baseball, but also softball, a sectional final going on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and also on Facebook as it is McDonell looking for 1 win away from getting to state. And again, they pulled off the upset over Stratford. And then going on the road to beat Colfax. So just basically tell them when, tell them where, and they'll be there. And looking to get to the next level are the Lady Macs tomorrow. And again, very promising weather as far as that's concerned tomorrow as well. And of course, as we talked about, the busy sports season, as at this time of the year, it's the State High School track and field meet going on in La Crosse, and that coming up on Friday and Saturday, and is always well attended as well. But our focus here on baseball and softball going on, and don't forget about the fact that the Macs boys are still alive as far as baseball is concerned as well. All right, well, in a moment we're going to get to the great clips, great plays of the game, brought to you by your local Great Clips of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Great Clips saves your haircut details in clip notes so every member of their team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Great Clips, it's going to be great. And here we got Mitch Steinmetz right now, so he'll join us here,
Coach.
In the Cardinal post-game show. And there we go. Congratulations, Coach, on the win. Give us your take on it.
Sam Brzezina again persevered an inning that he didn't probably care to have, and I think it was the 3rd maybe, but came back and did a great job in the 4th and the 5th. So, sorry.
Yeah, no, it was. Every pitcher has that inning once in a while, right? Like we just talked about, he had 4 walks, 3 in that 1 inning. But one of the interesting things to me was the strike zone today. You know, he had to make some adjustments. It seemed like early he was trying to go to the outside corner and he wasn't getting it a whole lot, and then he started going in and he was really effective.
Yes. And Griffin Spindler, the pitching coach and my assistant, is real good about telling him, you know, where to go. Try this, try that, and Sam's very coachable, and he listened to him, and we had a great outcome. So,
what about Lucas Loxley? What can you tell us there?
Well, I just talked to him. Kind of sad. I'm very sad for him because this has happened last year also. He separated his shoulder again. He popped it out, and they had to pop it back in, and then the pain sets in, and he just told me that he's going to try swinging tomorrow, but it's only if it feels good. So he probably will not play the field.
And so without specifying things exactly, one would speculate maybe you look at him as your DH and then go with Dixon at second?
Yes, that's kind of what we're thinking of. But, you know, I mean, we had some guys swinging the bat very well tonight. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you hate to change too much. And we're going to see what tomorrow comes.
He wouldn't be a bad pinch hitter to have either.
No, not at all. Not at all. Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup today was I mean, Brady at the top is Brady, but I thought a real positive was the bottom of the lineup coming through when you needed them.
Absolutely. And, Erickson did very well in the bottom of the order. So
Erickson did it on 2 occasions for you, right? In the 3rd and the 4th.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's just how he has been all year. Just solid.
But it's great having 9 seniors on this team, too. I mean, you've got some of the younger guys, but those 9 seniors is a big number.
Yeah, and, they're leaders. And they're not letting anybody slack. They're like, hey, we're after this, we're getting this. They don't want their season end, which I love, because summertime comes and all their routines change. So now they're thinking, now they get up at whatever time. So we try to make them get up early in the morning, like they have been, and keep their routine somewhat. So.
But the big thing now against Menominee, you split with them. Of course, the Chi-Hi alum heading up the program. It's going to be. We can't wait to bring you the broadcast starting at 4:35 tomorrow, Coach. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, it will be a good one. It'll be fun. Zach's doing a great job over there. They got some good players. It's not going to be easy. I mean, I didn't think this one's going to be easy, and luckily, we attacked. The fastball and his curveball tonight, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Hopefully, we'll be in the attack mode again. So
we know you're going to go with Brady Smith as your pitcher. So who do you anticipate facing from Menominee?
Erickson, I believe. Yes. Yes, and we faced him in the second game that night
and that's
when he was here. And he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps the ball low. It's going to be tough. So.
All right. Any last comment, Jason?
Nope. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Good job, guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it. All right. Head Coach Mitch Steinmetz here on our post game on WOGO Sports. We're going to get off to great clips, great plays of the game. And, Jason, I'm going to let you go, too. You got a life to live, a family to see. So thank you so much, friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Your schedule's not going to allow you to be with us tomorrow, but catch the broadcast if you can, okay?
I will.
All
yeah,
right.
for sure.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks so much for what he added today. And, Lucas Lockslade, it looks like, going to try to at least hit
that's kind of what he did last year. He can't throw, but you don't want to lose his bat.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much to Jason Bob. And, again, Chad Frederick, I'm going to be calling you, man. So we're going to need a color analyst tomorrow. Thank you so much. All right, right now we go to our great clips, great plays of the game. You heard me light that up here a moment ago and lead into that. We're so thankful to Great Clips for the great plays of the game, brought to you by Great Clips of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Great Clips saves your haircut details and clip notes, so every member of their team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Great Clips, it's going to be great. Let's listen to some of those highlights we've had throughout the day, and there were a lot of them for the Cards in that offensive explosion of 2, 2, 3, and 4 on WOGO. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the first. The pitch. Smashed to shortstop, fielded there. Perlberg out at second. Throw over to first is
there we go.
In time for the double play, and the Cardinals with 2 outs right there. Right here on the 3-2, bases empty. Mason Anderson, the junior catcher, on deck. Top half of the first. Off-speed pitch called 3. Called strike 3. And so Brasini gets out of the inning. And the Cardinals coming up in the bottom half of the first. Smith now ahead in the count, 2-1. The leadoff hitter for the Cards. And this one slugged out to center field. That's going to get in there for a base hit and be tracked down and rounding first. And Smith is aboard. 20 OPS. Count now 3-2 from Griesbach. The pitch. And Dixon will hit it to third. Glove there, holding the runner. The toss to first, and it pushes the runner off the bag, and he's safe. Yes, he beat it out. The artificial. Yeah.
That's where Cole Perlberg's going next.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's a special program they got down there. They're
go to a national champ.
Yeah, they go to the national championship, it seems, every year. Yeah, they're really, really good.
1 ball and 2 strikes now. So Griesbach trying to figure out Boisvier to get him into an out here. So taking our time. We're going to get the pitch clock that Jason's in favor of. Here we go.
Yeah.
There's an off-speed pitch in the dirt. Gets away. It's going to allow the runner to score, and the Cardinals lead this game 1-0. Here's the pitch, and this is a check swing to third. Glove there. Throw over to first is going to be in time, and another run scored. The Cards lead 2-0. To follow. 0-2 the count to Anderson. He looks at the pitch and a called strike 3, and there you go, another K for the young sophomore Brasina. Coach 2. I can say that clearer. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. There, they got their money's worth there the second time. 2-2 now to the Dayton Bugar, the right-handed hitting center fielder. It's trying to get something going for Marshfield with 2 outs, down 2-0 to the Cards, top of the second to this Division I regional semifinal baseball game.
Throw that same pitch. Fastball up and away.
Says the former pitcher and coach.
No.
And a called strike 3, and the
Not
Cards
up and
get
away,
out of
but
it.
that'll work.
Second strikeout for Brasina. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. 3-2.
I think he thought that was 3.
I think he did. He kind of gave it the.
He was really excited about that strike 2 call.
3 balls and 2. Well, I did a little umping in the early 90s. They teach you to sell your calls.
Oh, yeah, he sold that.
Yeah. It was more softball than baseball. 3-2 now. The pitch from Griesbach, and this is smack base hit to right field, and the runner's going to round second head.
Uh-oh.
No, he'll hold. He'll hold, and a good decision. OPS. And he'll step out. Again, Smith at first and Gavin Thompson at second for the Cardinals.
I don't know if this is a thing, but I think it's the 4th time Chai High stepped out of the box this inning. So sometime.
The 3-1 pitch from Griesbach. Here it is in the dirt. Ball 4. And
the runner's
it's going to be
coming.
recovered, and there's the toss, and the runner is safe. Oh, what a play. What a play by Gavin Thompson.
Yeah,
as he scores, he was going. The ball popping forward from Mason Anderson, and now Anderson with the ball, and we've got the throw out. And there's a ball getting away again from Anderson, and they're going to play it. Play safe, and he's safe as well. And the Cardinals score another run. So Chai with great success there offensively, and bringing you a lot of those highlights in this 11-1 win. As we're in the midst of these great plays of the game, let me tell you that we have learned Shell Lake a 5-4 winner in 8 innings over Clayton Turtle Lake. So Shell Lake will be McDonald's opponent at Casper Park tomorrow. 4:35 pregame, 5 o'clock first pitch on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook with Caleb Swenson and company again tomorrow. McDonald's softball at the same time on radio and on WOGO Sports YouTube channel. It's Chai and Menominee baseball, also a 4:35 start time tomorrow. More great clips, great plays of the game. It'd be nice not to get it to full again.
Yeah, you don't want to go to full count, so now they're going to step out.
He did strike out Anderson his first time. Anderson, one of 3 strikeout victims on the day. Interesting. Okay, 1-0 now to Hagman for the Cards, with runners at first and second and nobody out for Chippewa. Another big rally threat here. There's a called strike. This is loaded 2 out after a force out at home and a strikeout, and now the left-handed hitting Erickson, the senior center fielder, one of 9 seniors on this Cardinal team. Griesbach, another senior on Marshfield. The pitch, smash between first and
there we go. That will score 2.
1 run is in. Here comes the second run, and the Cardinals are going to lead it 6-1. Runner at third is in there, safe, and there's a big single off the bat of Jared Erickson. The Cards lead it 6-1. 1-0 to. There's the smash base hit for Smith, and the Cardinals lead it 7-1. Big offensive explosion for the Cards, replaying the highlights and a great play. Jordan and Robbins. Great clips, great plays of the game. At third. And this one, base hit up the middle, and that's going to score 2 runs, and the Cardinals take a 9-1 lead
Go to second.
on the hit by Thompson. The pitch, and he smashes one to left field, and it's a long run, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Runner around third, and the Cardinals lead it 11-1. How about that?
There we go.
Wow. So big hits there from Jackson Martin and Jared Erickson at the bottom of the order, getting the RBIs. The 1-1 pitch, foul off 1-2. If Chai learn after the game, but then Chai and Menominee that would be, which seems to be to the season here in the top of the 5th, trailing 11-1. Brasina the pitch. This one grounded towards second base. Fielded over there. The toss over to first. In job, and a good job by the second baseman, Ryan Dixon, to get out number 2. 3-0. And there's a called strike, 3-1. So Brasina staying alive with Robinson, who maybe one of the big plays of the game was that 6-4-3 double play to start it, if you think about it.
For sure.
Yeah, really. There it is. And called strike. Boy, I thought it was going to be ball 4, but a called strike, it makes it 3-2. All right, so 3-2 now. So rallying back from 3-0, Brasina to go full to the number 2 hitter, Chase Robinson, the senior, the pitch. Ooh, ball 4, take your base. Well, obviously that last highlight wasn't what I thought, but ultimately the Cards do win the game. They take care of business, and they down Marshfield 11-1, ending the game in the middle of 5. Didn't even need their ups in the bottom of the 5th as Chi-Hi comes out on top, setting the table for tomorrow. As the Cards now 17-9-1 on the season. Marshfield ends their season at 10-17, and so we have learned through the WIA website that Shell Lake, a 5-4 winner in softball over Clayton Turtle Lake, and so Shell Lake with an 8-inning triumph there, and so they go on to be McDonald's opponent tomorrow, and 4:35 pregame for that on WOGO Sports and YouTube channel. We'll be there as well, and on radio, Chi-Hi and Menominee, they split during the regular season, and so it should be a great game tomorrow. Looking forward to that one with Brady Smith getting the call against, we anticipate, Erickson for Menominee. Thanks so much to our audio producer, Maddie Aberly, and her brother, Sam Aberly, our video producer. Thanks so much to Jason Bob for providing the color. I'm Mark Halverson. Again, Chi-Hi wins it over Marshfield, 11-1. Moving on to tomorrow's Division I Regional Championship game. Thanks so much for joining us again. We'll get the podcast at wogo.com and the video replay accessible at our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for listening. Talk to you tomorrow.
WOGO, your sports station.
Coverage of the Cards is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Toys and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Stelter Incorporated, Quality Propane and Fuels, the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Wynn Family Dentistry of Chippewa Falls, and Grace Home Respiratory. This has been Chi-Hi Baseball, a presentation of WOGO Sports. We now return you to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
WOGO.